Hello. Good evening, everyone. Oh. I received voice message from Nigeria today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Justice for Mohbad.
Justice we shall get by the special grace of God.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to our YouTube and our Facebook. As you enter, please thumbs up. They thumbs up us. Who they get like? They like our video, share love, and try to leave a comment for comment section. And before we start anything, we cover this on our platform with allegedly first. So anything we say is allegedly. Like now, today, I received a voice message that Black Widow has been arrested. Why are they hiding all these things? Black Widow has been arrested for the RIP of Mohbad. Today, I shock.
Really?
Yes. I can play it. I can even play it now if the person wanted. Yes.
It's not fake.
No, he said it's not fake. No.
Then this voice letter, what I had.
They say Mohbad spirit is not resting. Wait, make I find out. People play himself. You see what I mean? Today.
The letter to the president worked. You're me trying.
They arrested her today.
And the protest in London, he did worked.
So they call her, but the problem when I get, she get too much people that is backing her up. That's it.
Yeah.
She has too much people that is backing her up. Just like when they arrest Bobrisky, he called the Godfather according to Ram. He said, "I Godfather, make a call," and they say you cannot stay there. That is just the fear. Not be say they don't know what it happen. They know what it happen, and they know what to do. But because the power where she gets, or the people with they back her up,
people they back her,
and if not, she was arrested today. But her back up.
I said that calling of Iyabo, Joe, it's of the things. I'm sure they discuss. They ask her a lot of questions.
I believe too. I believe because they know they're arrested for one thing. They go ask you so many questions, just like I said, the very dark man talk. They go into so many details. Mohbad not ordinary person.
Whether she likes it or not, that girl must pay for what she did.
Exactly.
She must pay.
It's a must.
But this government will not be there forever.
No. If they come out or that person will not know what happened, go raise this matter. Make not look this matter like this. So this case is going to go far.
Mohbad already promised her now, already told her that she will never find peace.
And she just living that dream.
Peace has eluded that girl. She will never find peace.
Yes, so they say who buy by Ibon go buy by Ibon. Sure, I know. Now understand what they talk.
Yes. Yes.
Who buy person by Ibon go buy by that same Ibon where you take by that person. So you where you buy person. Now since that day where you buy person, now buy don't they pursue you.
Exactly.
You rest of mind. That's the meaning of that. In one way or the other, buy must will come. You see that through thickness or through any means, but buy now your portion. Anybody where they buy people, you not to run away from pie
at all.
Your own kind of pie, you know, go be peaceful. What I see grandma talk now, that person no fit get peace. To repair, there is no peace for the wicked.
If people feel they look and say, "Oh, if they're alive," but he don't already buy stand.
Exactly. Yeah.
Something that the whole Arifa wants to finish this lady, comfy.
It's like I saw Arifa today. I said,
Arifa was, hey.
What is going on? Please give us the gist. Or make I find a video. Anyway, they talk. Shall I make I find the video? Hey.
They find Arifa finish all comfy secrets. He said comfy is another woman. So justice for Arifa, Comfy's husband. That is going to start soon.
Okay.
They said Comfy. Arifa said they said there are so many people investigating her. They said they have investigated her, and they have discovered that Comfy's husband married Comfy with pregnancy, with a baby girl. That baby girl does not have a father. So Comfy married that man with that baby girl. So the man now, Comfy now got pregnant of his son. But the man said, but I didn't sleep with you that period though. When you born this baby, we will go do DNA. Finish. So the man told his family, finish. Comfy born Pikino. The next thing by the man.
What?
Oh my God.
Yes. So because the man is a Muslim, so they now said, after 40 days, they will do the final goodbye.
Yeah, that's what they do, Muslims. Yeah.
They said after that they are going to take Comfy to somewhere. Then, because they cannot be doing that traditional thing when they are observing the 40 days. Comfy now ran away. Whether it's Ibadan or wherever they said she was living, she now ran away to Lagos.
She was living in Ibadan. I had the person.
Before the man's family could know where she ran to in Lagos, Comfy ran away to abroad.
Jesus.
Are you for real, sis?
They said that Comfy is more dangerous than Bumio.
No wonder they know all women's secrets. No wonder I know women's secrets. Now what she don't fair do before. Jesus.
I was shocked when Arifa narrated everything.
Sister lawyer, don't forget, say one time this story come outside, get us to come outside that time. People were debunking it, I didn't take it serious.
We thought it was just because of they were trying to laugh at her. We didn't know it was true. Because it was women's people that brought this thing out that time. So we thought because she was bashing the woman.
Yes. Nobody took it serious. I think I heard it from people that Comfy was, I think was it Vicky and one other Edo lady, not girl, sorry for that. That I think she put ARR3STYD for one of them, and the other one that I said the person has cancer and all that. So that came for they said you that fired your husband. That was the first time I heard it. And after then, I didn't hear it again. I thought maybe it's just back to back batching. I didn't know. So it's actually true.
Jesus. This is serious.
These people are terrible. They are terrible people.
You see why we want to stop this Black Widow one? So this buying of men, all these our men will stop. Hey, whoa! You buying you too? Yeah. Jesus, why do they find Arifa not day life? Oh, I need to. I go call him
for this justice of Mohbad. And I don't see the way she did do. Even Bukky Jesse will be any more way. We be like bread when they show for inside water, we can't swallow like kufu. When they don't come for this justice of Mohbad to come saga. That Bukky Jesse they make me the first because I go back to one of this the way she they talk, waiting be like truth that time. So what happened to those truths? Where would they talk now? So you can't deceive people because you want me to marry you. Because you want me to share your Congo for you when you want to. You see, you want to share your Congo for 18 years, 2003. 2023 years. You say you never shine your Congo, say people don't go believe you. So you want me to shine your Congo, you can't begin to deceive people. Up and down, any more way.
So, now who shine their Congo that way? They deceive people. Baba, they shine their Congo.
You don't know who be shine Congo. I don't know what Shine Congo will get for the justice of Mohbad. Where we say that be the grandfather of Congo shiners.
So you go from Nigeria, they shine Congo for.
Cut a bridge mouth. When you come outside, you chop. After you do free, you go run enter. You go come back again with lies to scatter everywhere. Any more way. That's why when they talk like say now only 9 talk pass. Bookie just say your own just start. I hear again say they see your pikin, they don't kind of come off away, they kind of go on to an hotspot. I don't know the area as it be. They say they transfer your pikin from one place to the other. You dey there for internet. Nobody they use on the Iyabo. They can say no, you know better pass with me. They say you know better pass with me where you dey drag. Because person when we say he know say him be dog, he not supposed to be called dog. Achana. You allow your son to just say like that. The same thing Wumi they do for that same boy. The same thing when you they talk to Wumi, you want to talk out to your own self. Because when you point your hand to a person, the other hand they point back to you saying, "I saw you self you be." If anybody were supposed to come outside to come talk about justice for person, not be you when be see your life no just straightforward. Book it just say, you come into the life of your parents to give them wahala. And not anybody where no this book is just we need to open your book from chapter from the day when they born you reach now. If they find out about you, as you take grow up, you be a bami. What kind of bad bami now you be?
Sure.
Because I believe see your mother walk out one day for road for hot sun. Now you enter commode the picking way there you enter, then they born you. Because nothing good there for you. Your own are to come for social media, begin to the rant, they destroy. When I see this book, it just it go they do as if in the repair. You know they repair anything. No.
That's so
yes, when in the go, you know. You go to bless it again. Let's go. Look at just say, you better say your head not graph was what picking one not to go one corner, they find and they don't see because you know where from beginning this now. Look at this, I watched that video today. I don't say first. Not because you don't want to dress me with you. Because you take yourself to be like a god over people fighting for justice for Mohbad. Whereas you they smear, you hear they smear up and down.
And now they beg all over the place. They beg.
You never start for book, you just say. You see this
they say they cut for London, no serious matter.
You see where you start for justice for Mohbad, book you just say. You go carry them, you go chop and belly full.
You never see
anything.
anything.
Give you where you go eat them because everybody now they vex for this bookie JC past before. They vex for them before, but you know which the one with the katakata where you don't do that.
Bookie is the chair lady of the destruction of this case. The chair lady of the destruction. They finished justice. Come gather so many of the nuisance people. Gather them all the criminals everywhere. They gather all the criminals around them. Yeah.
These are people they talk for one platform. You call them. You call the person out. Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
All the criminals gather them. All the criminals gather them. Then they come to cheer them, they support them. She be the chair lady of criminal.
Alpha with the anti-lawyer. Alpha with the 9. If you say they call them Molly, come make a moderator. 9. Una dey plan for people who pass now. Una dey look for to now. Oh my God! People will not see them back. Where they buga. They do like say that they be God. For this earth where God made, he said, the earth is the Lord, is the Lord, and the fullness thereof. Everything we give for this earth. Now God don't get that. No be bookie Jesse.
Right?
No be una followers. No matter how una take God and reach. Bible say una must to see scatter. Now make una begin scatter. People like Nay, Nay. They go for one corner. You know straight again since that day. Una begin to scatter una self up and down. See the way una just did. Yeah? People can just say, as we get justice for Mohbad like this, now so God go arrest him. Shame.
God will arrest him. God must arrest Bukky Jesse. No matter what, she must be arrested by God.
She will go prison the second time.
Yes.
Bukky Jesse is not a human being. You don't use man life for people head. Top people say them be this when they know people like that. Now so you drag Ayaminka husband come outside to repay the lady they fight for justice. The same thing you do with person when you say
everybody.
CCTV camera.
CCTV camera, CCTV na escatara. Carry the man picture and family, bring and come out.
Now carry the man start all those rubbish. Now Bukky Jesse started.
Then the second one, the lady where Yomi go meet, where that one say okay, Bukky enter that one too. That one can't change him out.
Now she entered that woman. That woman can't fear.
The woman, yes, the woman can't fear. Only God knows the threat. Threatening that one when that woman feels turn against Yomi.
No, the woman not turn against Yomi. How do you understand that? The woman don't have the spirit to fight justice. Not be the maker. If you have the spirit of the truth, you're not fear for her life.
She's not a justice fighter.
Nobody's a justice fighter. No, nobody's a justice fighter.
For something else, for her own camera to see if she can help.
I know now, I understand the story. No, what I'm trying to tell you.
She needs to save herself.
I know, make she save herself, yeah.
Yeah,
so that woman will run for her life. Yeah.
She did. She has run now. I mean, she has run. Make her speak nonsense English. She has run.
She has run.
You speak complete English.
I just need to move my
So she have run now.
I listened to everybody yesterday. I keep quiet, just listen to everybody's, presentation. Say, oh God, help us this justice.
Even Yeye Kudi, I listen to Yeye Kudi on somebody's this thing. The person they show Yeye Kudi's Yeye Kudi said she blamed though everybody went no, including herself. That the time she now discovered who Baba Mohbad really is, she was shocked. Even Brekete was shocked when they discovered who Baba Mohbad is.
Oh, Baba Mohbad entered everybody falls in a very criminal.
Good evening, Justice of Mohbad. I think so. I think he don't come out.
Okay. Thank God.
What do you do then?
No, Nigeria, nobody's above the law. If they see you are the way Nigeria be, if they say that you are knowing too much, you don't know too much, they'll arrest you by scaring you, lock you up,
and shut you up.
And shut you up.
They'll shut you up.
They do it to Abiola, they do it to Fela, they do it to so many heroes we know.
So many.
So good evening, my brother on Facebook. God bless you. Good evening. So they do it to so many people. Yeah. So they do it to so many people, and that's what they did to BVN. So that's so you're not surprised. Not be say get what you do. No. They say this person don't know too much. He's going to expose us or he going to overthrow us. Let's pin her down since the power is in our hand right now. Now what did they do with that? Make we quickly pin her down. Yes.
And they forgot that this power is not stationary. It moves.
Exactly.
They rotate. This Africa CCC pastor, they call him. Building pastor go soon get out, another one will come.
And that one.
How many of them don't go, they come up. They change them.
No, this one too. Well.
They go soon go. Me and Tiada watch and see. Now
Because
one
see, God,
bombshell.
they last.
And now one bombshell somebody go release about time go. Not today.
Yes.
Exactly.
Not today. And said I watched this Nigeria, this is a very interesting country. What goes around comes around. You think you can
comes
intimidate
around.
people?
It's
You know, you
true.
think you can intimidate people? People that know some dirty shit about you will just call the person, say, come, see, give and correct evidence. When they release the bomb, finish, it's gone. Now you go run, self. Because you don't go want that kind
I
of
want to talk something, I want to talk something. When you are a pastor or a man of God, you get some kind of certain position where you're not supposed to hold because of Christ.
That's true.
You don't do the
We talked
word
about
of
it here.
because that PHPC, there's a lot
think
that
you
is
are
happening there. If you don't want to
It's a
hold your hand in dirty,
It's a very
you don't have to
corrupt
take that
institution.
position. Except if you
Yeah.
are like that. You accept
But
if you are like
listen.
those people. There's some position you don't take at all. Face God.
But listen,
Say you be pastor. Say the word of what God call you to do. That make you do. That's why you see the people they be full-time pastor. And when they go, God bless them, they go open their own business. Begin from there. They help the church and help themselves. But now this pastor they won't say they go now they won't hold everything from top. They go won't hold for church. They won't hold for here. They won't gather everything.
they want the
Just
government.
like what?
All
Just
that.
like
And the
pagans
funny thing
and those that are
they
in
are
the
making
world.
money.
No
They are making
difference.
bastard money. They say they be pastors. He's making bastard money. That EFCC, that man.
If you call yourself a shepherd,
He's making bastard money.
Agreed.
we have to follow an example from them. It is character in them.
Agreed. Once they don't get that position, they don't come out.
If they are greedy, that's why you see. Those are the kind of position that you see greedy people do in that such position.
Yes.
They go leave Christ. They will follow the word. They will call the for inside that word. They will want to say they be Christ followers. It's not good.
No, but the Bible says that you cannot serve God and mammon at the same time. It's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
No, when God don't say, now for inside in the house, that judgment will just start. He knows that because of today, that God talk at that time.
God bless you, my sister.
He don't talk at that time because he knows everything from the beginning. God knows everything from the beginning. He knows what in this world they face at that time because of what happened for heaven. He knows that a lot will happen for this earth. And he saw it during his own time. It's the judgment will start from the house of the Lord.
Benny.
That's why you see some of them. They go after titles.
Not titles, no. 99 for them.
They go after titles and you be pastor. A pastor left America and went to Nigeria to become a king. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What they tell people say, these people don't know God.
Grandma,
They don't know God.
did God do a mistake to put that guy as a pastor to work for him? Or now he put himself there to be a pastor? Then later I come out.
Nobody call any of them. They don't call them.
These people you don't call, doesn't that pastor know? I'm sorry again, doesn't that pastor know that he's serving the king, the greatest king of all? So why did he go and demote himself?
Make una listen.
If he wasn't called at first, just like what Grandma said, because if he was called at first, he would not need that calling, because the calling of God is greater than the calling of the people.
He's serving the greatest king of all.
Because now they crown kings in those days. As someone as a man of God, when you say you be, where God call you, now you're supposed to put king for that city, won't pray for them, no talk through. But you say you leave the greatest call and went to the smaller call.
Go demote himself. Why demote himself like that?
He not demote himself. What did Grandma talk like? He wasn't called. He called himself.
It's true.
Now what did that happen for church of the world? As he say, so many things came. I only call it. This is what is happening in the house of God. A lot of them were not called. They called themselves and put themselves there. They are there to steal and to destroy the lives of the children of God.
It's true. May God have mercy. It's true.
You know, if you study the history of world religions, you know go won't put yourself for all this religion when they do so. Because Christ is 100% different. It's a different thing they are doing. It's just different. and they knew about it. And but the worst of all is not only that they are collecting money from people, they are also leading the people to hell. That's the main painful thing. Now I tell you, call people in Nigeria. When was the last time you read your Bible? Meditate. Not just reading a verse to pray. Not just the word of God. When you do meditate, open up yourself and say, give me understanding. But they can sit down and be reading those fake books of their general overseers. They can sit down and be reading books of general overseers from chapter 1 to the end. They can be buying books of general overseers. What are you buying books of general overseers for? If you want to know much about God, go and ask of the Spirit to direct you. And then when you sit down, you will sit down and read it.
But that's the commandment of God now. He said we should meditate on His word.
Follow the way of Christ.
He said you meditate on His word day and night.
Yes, even if you don't want to read the entire Bible, just read the Gospels, the 4 books of Jesus Christ. And you will see Christ referred to the Old Testament. Whatever He does, He will tell you, find no wonder Isaiah said so. No wonder Jeremiah said so. In fact, he was so angry, Christ got so angry that he went to where they were doing their bazaar and he threw away everything. What kind of human beings are these ones? What Nigerian pastors have done is worse than what the Pharisees and Sadducees were doing in those days. They call themselves apostles, giving themselves a big title. And Christ said that so in the Bible. He said you will always see them coming out so that everybody will know that, oh, this one is a man of God, oh, this one is serving God, oh. You will see them on garments. And then you will see them, the ones that are pretending to be so humble. No, Christ didn't show that type of pretense.
No.
He called them out and even caused them, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees. Today, you will see somebody that is suffering, does not have money. You will bring, how many widows' mites did we have in the Bible? How many widows' mites? But in Nigeria, we have over 1 million, over 10 million. How many of them be widows' mites there?
Yeah.
To the extent that if you don't have money, nobody looks at you in the church anymore.
Of course.
Exactly. That is why the time Mohbad now. Mohbad they in the midst of them. They don't know say him be
a prophet.
He be man of God, a very strong one.
Is that not what I usually say? I say the real men of God are not known. They are not popular.
If
you see them, you will even commonize them. They are not known.
Christ, for your own time, Grandma, sorry for cutting you. I want us to chip this thing. Jesus Christ, in his own time, he ate with sinners. These Pharisees, they were angry. Of course. Because they follow people to talk, they were angry. Not about them with the reason they say, hey, the teaching be wayward. Make person they judge the book by the cover because what is right for where we day? Not be so a day for where God today. Don't be so a day with God. Right.
God bless you.
Because he said it. Your ways are not my ways. Neither are your thoughts my thoughts. Just as my thoughts are higher than your thoughts, so also my ways are higher than your ways.
Sorry, Jesus.
No, the way Nigeria treated Christianity, they treated Christianity so bad.
We missed it. May God help us. We missed it a great deal.
There'll be revival in the name of Jesus in Nigeria.
That's what we're praying for now. We're praying for revival in Nigeria. You don't want title they call themselves that used to irritate me. It could be like, say, I get up, and when they introduce, like you go some program, they introduce some pastors. They say, I get up, slap their mouth. Let's welcome, Kiniko, pastor, prophet, a very great man of God.
Great man. How great is he?
Are you guys stupid? I hate that word. A great man of God, which is the other way around. Introduce the man of God. Introduce him of a great God. He's not great. It's God that is great. God is great.
Can you imagine?
They will carry grace put for their front. A great man of God. If you guys think I get up and slap them. Any program I go there and talk to introduce any man of God like that, give me 20, 30 minutes. I don't carry my bag. I don't work out.
Any church that call themselves general overseer, know that there's no God there because they are already the general overseer. So they don't have the general overseer is Jehovah God Almighty Himself.
They can
and
give
then you are called
stupid demonic titles.
Give themselves demonic titles. They want to claim God.
Exactly. The eye syndrome. The demon syndrome. I and I.
Now, when the person, one small boy go open church tomorrow now. Before you go, don't see doctor, reverend, bishop.
Give themselves all the titles.
Only yesterday when you come outside.
They give themselves big titles. In fact,
by their fruit, you shall know.
Since BBM shut up, I said this thing that is happening, if I tell you that the pastors are the people that ganged up against BBM.
But I know now.
The pastors. Of course. Because the boy was exposing them.
Not like anybody.
Now, BBM now bone for EFCC.
What can you anybody?
Somebody be quiet Jeremiah. He quiet Jeremiah. Jeremiah shut up.
You hear the new one where you talk to somebody say a lady said BBM schools his idea. Don't mind
that useless lady.
I love BBM's reply. He said, "Not gonna leave me. All this one at church with the pastor. He said, Madam, I go carry you go shrine, you go swear, you go enter water.
Yes, so you go swear for those right."
So, BBM, we love God. I don't like my kids like talk nonsense today. He said, I go carry you, Madam. This one, get ready, you go swear. You go swear for water. You go swear.
When John the Baptist came. When John the Baptist came, you know John the Baptist had dada, like Elijah and Elijah. They carry dada.
Yeah.
They call him demon, visible.
Of course.
There was nothing they didn't call him.
Of course.
So in today's life, if you see somebody that comes out, in fact, VDM is the lonely voice that is wailing in the wilderness. If you see somebody like John the Baptist today, now it is the Christians that will first of all reject him.
Yeah.
Because he was not religious, he was not going into the synagogue. He was angry.
I didn't believe in all these prophets and Gio, Daddy Gio, Mama Gio.
Mama Gio, Daddy Gio, this one Gio. When they say that is where Nigerian pastors, they have their own gods. My God will not do this. My God, so you have your own gods.
But they don't know that indirectly they expose themselves. My God,
indirectly. I don't like past grammar. God also so. And when the members are praying, they'll say,
God of Jeremiah.
God of Jeremiah. Call the person name. No, God of Jeremiah. Come on name. Okay. God of Queen. You know you got the Queen they call. Una no now. God of Astroya. Una no the Queen Astroya they call. Una no know.
You know that thing they take me through. Queen, God bless you. The God of so.
But that one I take my own problem. God of this, you know, the God, that God, now go answer Nana. The one way they for Bible, we will not know. The God of of Isaac, Jacob, God of Abraham, we not think come. That's the way we not know at all. We not go say now, God of God of only come outside. We will not don't. You know, sure, I say because of this the way it happened. We no go talk God of any other person again.
No, they have their own God.
Speak to your God, your own God direct.
They have their own God.
Read your Bible and do your own thing with God. Stop calling another God we don't know about. Because God is a jealous God. You say, I am a jealous God. So if you don't want to offend God, no call God of a woman be where you meet for here where we say, I don't understand. But even for Bible, they don't call anybody daddy, they don't call anybody father.
Oh.
My father in the Lord. And it is for Bible say, God say, I'm a jealous God. Don't call anybody father. I don't know whether I know.
They don't hear that one.
Don't call anybody father. If father don't hear that one, you will know him.
They don't hear that one.
Where they sing gospel song. Would you be near our auntie lawyer? Is it Femi good? I bet you that her name.
Which one? Esin.
No, something good now. You know. Okay, yes,
something good. Yeah.
That lady, one man of God pray for her one day. He come pray, say, he see a microphone where he come down. If someone that person and he fall, he say God don't give up to her. The pastor warn him, say, do not make anybody your spiritual father, including me. Is it another spiritual father that just find that girl? Do not make anybody your spiritual father, including him when they follow you, they talk show. Because many spiritual fathers now don't spare a lot of people life today and their destiny don't scatter. If you go to church, you go to church for your own salvation. Salvation is personal. Learn the word of God for yourself. Teach your children. Don't say you because say you go. If you go church, you want to say because of pastor you go church or more you go jogodo. Because you don't
many they go because of pastor. Many of them are because of pastor they go church.
Eye service. That's why eye service is for church today. They will go because of pastor. They want any way they do. They want the pastor say, "Oh, this lady is really serving God. This man is really serving God."
So this church don't take the IC for that Nigerian. If you talk, they'll say now you be demon.
It's well with Nigerian spirituality.
You talk.
Just focus your spirit and your soul in the Bible and face God Himself, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, which I know in the Bible.
If you have the Holy Spirit, you will see. If you want to do anything bad, your conscience will remind you.
God bless you.
Mother, yeah, you're me fault.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you have children or you have wife, family. Because you have
playing something, turn it side. I cannot hear.
Consistently in justice for Mohbad.
I'll connect them.
Not easy to sit on.
Are they cracking or something? I don't know what.
Dedicated and
They just the clap on my ear. I don't hear nothing.
That is another sacrifice on its own. I was just saying to myself.
You never begin to talk, sir.
That I was like Paparazzo no get friends. I know where some people will have been today to bring their birthday. You could have decided to say, okay, let me just hang out with people, but you still decide to come to life, and celebrate people. So for me, it is really amazing. And I'm blessed. All the things I've said to Paparazzo, it's real.
Celebrate
it's
your
just
me.
who you have been. It's just who you are. And I know that God will always make you a better
Celebrate
person.
your
If
me
you become
birthday.
a better person, you become better. Your best is yet to come. Barani. Your best is yet to come.
Celebrating your me birthday.
You also carry this, this.
No. Celebrating your me birthday. You came out to celebrate your me birthday. You don't understand?
So they are celebrating your Miss birthday.
When?
They say he came out to celebrate your me birthday. And he leave everything we they do to celebrate your me.
No, Sister Dada, you are getting it wrong. Today is Paparano's birthday. His own
Okay.
birthday. A lot of musicians, they don't sing. The many musicians can't sing today for him. I was there today. So, happy birthday, Paparano. Long life and prosperity. More strength to fight justice.
Long life and prosperity, Paparano.
We wish you all the best in life.
Yes,
Keep fighting. Keep doing what you know how to do best.
Look at Paparano.
The king of online. Online king. We greet you with the hail from us to you.
I know that you will not lack. Thank you so much. God bless you. I wish you all the best. Next year is going to be better. I may not have anything to give you, Paparano, but trust me, I'm always praying for you.
This one is very much. This one is very much. I mean, I don't even know how to pay you back for all of this that you have said, because this is really coming from the position of a leader, and the crown in your name is not a mistake. You deserve to be crowned too.
Thank you so much, Paparano. God bless you.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Right, next, if you're ready to see one or two things, yeah, we appreciate everybody, whatever you say. We love you.
Good morning, Philip.
Hi, Paparano.
Hi, Sheze.
How are you?
Happy
birthday to you. You know, I saw a lot of shared live this morning when I woke up. So when I tried to join, I couldn't find you. I'm like, maybe you didn't come out today anymore. But someone said you are still coming out. Anyway, I don't really have much to say. I wish you a happy birthday to you. We love all what you do. So man, I pray in the name of whatever you believe to answer to all your prayers. We love you.
so much.
One love, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I also want to say I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, all the gift that you've been sending to us. I pray that may the Almighty God replenish you wherever you are getting it from. May God continue to multiply you in multiple fold. It's not been easy. You've been supportive. You've been there for all of us, for all the platforms, not just for Paparano. And I want to say, may God, Almighty God, reward you for all this that you have been doing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Who is ready? Lagata, you ready?
Paparano.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Long story.
Don't worry, this is not a long story. What is a leader? A leader is a person who aims to inspire people and motivate them towards a goal. You know, you've been asking me, what we got? Come, talk. I said, no, I'm not talking. Today, I am not really talking. I will come back to talk, but I just want to wish you the best. You've always stand tall. Like they said, it is when a ground is fertile, that is when they throw a lot of seed onto that fertile ground. And instead of the ground to be destroyed, the ground keep on growing. Paparano, you will keep on growing.
no matter how they close that seed on you, continue to use it as tools to be robust. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. I will say the truth. I am not talking out of what they call it fracas. No. I'm talking about who you are. I know you don't know me. You know me from my other name. A lot of people are on my other names.
Can you tell me that name?
I'm not going to say it. I will inbox you. But
you always say
I changed, sir.
You always say you will inbox me. I think last 2 months ago.
I don't, that is, I've been out of black cap for so many times. I've been up. I just changed my name.
Did you do something bad with that name? Why you should mention the name?
Don't worry, I will come out fully. It's not yet time for you. Know I will say it. I'm coming out fully on your page soon. In the next 2 days, I'll come out. I promise. Because I have to come and say some things, and I'm going to use the platform to say some things.
Very biased. That is
when we went to
very biased. They send number and to our bias. See Baba Mohbad. Ó máa fi ìgbé àdàpọ̀ ìbọ̀tà sọ pé ó lè má sìn. A lè mú ìgbà tí wọ́n bá wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ sìn. Ó máa ní ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ sìn. Ó máa ní convincing. Ìgbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ sí lélẹ̀. Ó máa take time kó tó lè process information yẹn. Truly, a new sheriff is a town. Ó máa ní time tó máa process sí. I'm talking to Mr. Fabina. Let me interact with him on the serious level. Now, Mr. Fabina, I'm going here. The fact that àwọn ará àta ló bá yín lọ́bẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti onítọ̀hún yẹn lọ́gbọ̀n ọgbọ̀n tó fi sọ pé ẹlòmíì ti débẹ̀ mo ṣe kó mo sọ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà bẹ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ ó ṣe kó mo sọ mo ní new person bóyá ni ẹ máa wúwà tó fẹ́ wù yẹn ni tó àbí tó fi wù tẹ́lẹ̀ ni àbí he's a change person you have to make a move tẹ́ bá make a move ẹ lè judge ẹni tẹ́ ṣe pàdé abẹ́jọ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbàṣẹ́ ẹ ti understand tó bá jẹ́ pé ní ẹni ṣe máa dúró kó pé ẹ lọ́gbà tí fáìlì máa kọ̀ yín àwọn ata lọ put pressure wọ́n lọ gbé fáìlì yẹn láti ìsàlẹ̀ tó wà ẹ mọ iye kéèsì tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn mo yẹ mẹ́sàn-án kéèsì tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tá a pull pressure tí commissioner ní ẹ máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹni yẹn lọ́ lọ gbé wá láti ìsàlẹ̀ wọ́n gbé wá sókè tó sì yẹ kó mọ̀ sọ wọ́n lè gbé wá sókè yẹn tó sì yẹ wá pé òun rẹ́dí láti ṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ wọ́n ní bàbá mọ́ńkọ́ the father is not okay he wants justice.
Fẹnubá ní platform láti but just because pé oníkálukú wọn ní percentage wọn lọ ṣe ń fẹnubá àwọn tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan láàárọ̀ ìsinmi mọ̀ bóyá notice lórí platform yẹn nígbà tó ń béèrè owó fún Leo ẹ notice pé wọn gbá kàǹtì látilẹ̀ ṣòye yín níṣẹ́ tí wọ́n fi gbá kàǹtì látilẹ̀ ni pé láti ò ní fẹ́ káṣírí tú láti lọ máa bá Leo pé tówó yẹn bá ti wọlé àjọ máa pín ni o àkáǹtì mi ni máa bẹ fi gbà bóyá tó bá wọlé sí àkáǹtì mi náà máa mú percentage lọ ṣe gbé ti Leo wọlé pé iye tó bá wọlé ló wọlé láti mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ support injustice shenanigans yomi torí crumbs of bread tó máa jábọ́lẹ̀ sẹ́nu láti that is the reason why he's doing everything that he's doing. ẹ̀yin gullible people ẹ̀dẹ̀ndà ẹ bá fẹ́ mọ other side of láti ẹ̀yin fans ẹ̀ tẹ́pẹ́ ayé fans ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé donation kan kalẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kínní kẹ́ má dáwó ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé kalẹ̀ lẹ́lẹ́kẹta
Queen, they hear that one.
kó gbé kalẹ̀ lẹ́lẹ́kẹta kẹ́ má dáwó gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ti ń pọ́lé Tẹ́ bá kàn lanu kí tẹ́ fẹ́ give submission lásán. Ó máa fi kanra mọ́ yín. That is who he is. He's there for the money.
I say repeat, translate, Jerry.
But tó bá pẹ́ títí tó bá yá èmi yìí ó dá mi lójú iṣẹ́. Má ṣe yọ̀ mí máa tú. Wàláì tàláì. Àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú. Ọlọ́run ọba. Àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú. But àwọn tí mo sọ pé they are genuine people out there that they will not get tired of donating towards justice. If truly there is going to be a true justice, some set of people. Why
will you not be a true justice? Anyway. You know the hear am. You know the hear am. You the hear am.
Just because
I dey hear am.
Yeah,
I don't dey hear am now. I don't dey hear am small than before.
Àwọn tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan láàárọ̀ ìsinmi mọ̀ bóyá notice lórí platform yẹn. Nígbà tó ń béèrè owó fún Leo. Notice pé wọ́n gbá àkáǹtì látilẹ̀. Ṣóyè yín. Reason tí wọ́n fi gbá àkáǹtì látilẹ̀ ni pé láti ò ní fẹ́ káṣírí tú láti lọ máa bá Leo pé tówó yẹn bá ti wọlé àjọ máa pín ni o. Àkáǹtì mi ni máa bẹ fi gbà. Bóyá tó bá wọlé sí àkáǹtì mi náà máa mú percentage. Lọ ṣe gbé ti Leo wọlé pé iye tó bá wọlé lọ́wọ́.
Queen àwọn wọlé lé Queen àwọn wọlé àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o. That people wey dey scatter justice are there. Exactly, I don't understand what she's trying to say. She's trying to talk about the explanation that the reason why Mr. Latif did not bring out one account or something because this one will not allow him to share the money together. You did the way they share money together. How you don't know wetin dey happen when you dey like those people dey come tell una say see wetin we dey do with money say we dey share am. You see your confused people na dem dey talk so.
That is who he is. He's there for the money.
That's Karimo.
Kò sí ìtókùn èmi
Because she need a fight for justice, but she dey fight for inside justice.
I just tired.
Come on, your man for justice. Karimo.
But tó bá pẹ́ títí tó bá yá èmi yìí ó dá mi lójú ní sẹ́. Má ṣe yọ̀ mí máa tú.
But they don't set you now.
Àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú.
Here and there, like they don't set you now. You wish I'm happy birthday.
Àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú. Làwọn tí mo sọ pé they are genuine people out there. That they will not get tired of donating towards justice.
And now when we tell them exactly now what can you say?
Something about money, sharing money, you don't gang up. I don't understand the nonsense. This one a new video.
Tó bá máa jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ náà tó bá ti ń wá justice kò sí wàhálà.
Leave your mirror.
Does that make any sense? May I ask you a question? Which I know you give me a correct answer. Have the police been biased from day one of the justice for Mohbad? Has the police been biased? Of course. Very good. Very good. You see, in the case of Baba Mohbad, I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you. But to the question, sheriff in town, they make efforts for Baba Mohbad number. We are going to respond booking number. I couldn't call you any bye. Check it. But when you gave him the number, it was not days, months, or weeks after. Only money down to pay. Check the same police to a bias. Look to my call you buy. You're wrong. Only Robert. He has right to think that way. But I like that. Only Robert. Only he has right to think that way. Yes, I get it. But process. Follow me. Yàtọ̀ sí pé bóyá corona inquest ọ̀rọ̀ gbélé ẹ̀ tó bá lè sọ́ọ̀bù kéésì Mohbad ọlọ́pàá ṣe ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ president Nàìjíríà tí
president Nigeria bá fẹ́ dá sí kéèsì tí gómìnà bá dá sí okay now ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àfẹ́ kó di wàhálà àfẹ́ kó dariwo ibi tó ṣì máa padà sí ní pé police.
everywhere in the world bó ṣe wà nìyẹn now.
So ọlọ́pàá ló máa ń
solve case.
lábẹ́ bó tilẹ̀ ń kórí tí ó kó wáyé ni pé tí bàbá Mohbad bá gbéra tó bá déwájú DCP yẹn he may turn out to be his crewmate. ó lè turn out sẹ́ni tó yẹ pé
there is a word ilé turn out not that he will turn out.
Mr. Dolly. Mr. Dolly.
Listen to learn. You are listening to respond.
Don't comment. Ẹni tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ comment lórí yẹn.
Èyí tó kọ̀ yẹn sí padà yẹn dá ó wà in order. Mr. Dolly.
The word may is a conditional word. Continue, I'm listening.
When you write statement in police, write your background. School wo ló lọ. Is to keep is to judge or ẹni tí fẹ́ dájọ́ lórí rẹ̀ kó lè wò pé ṣóun ní idea is there any correlation sọ́ni kò tó lè link up many things wọ́n ṣe máa ń bèrè fún information yẹn background check yẹn. What I'm trying to say is that when you don't make a move particularly in a case tó ṣì ń jẹ yín lọ́kàn tẹ̀ ṣì ń rò pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá àwọn ò ṣe dáadáa ṣe é rí ẹgbẹ́ gbọ́ tí mọ́tò ọ́ní tómi bá pọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀yàn omi náà ló máa fi wẹ̀ in fact omi náà lè máa fi wẹ̀ fún tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sin omi dẹ̀ ló pa. So that is to tell you that no matter how you think police will bias here means pé wọn ò ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn tó kò ṣe pé wọn ò ṣe rárá o. Torí tí ọlọ́pàá bá sọ pé ọlọ́pàá wà bias fully ọlọ́pàá ṣe arrest àwọn kan wọ́n padà arrest nọ́ọ̀sì o wọ́n padà arrest prime boy wọ́n arrest Samilari Ramale wọn ò ṣe tó ni òun ni bias tẹ̀pọ̀ yẹn bọ̀ nítorí kí n má bàa máa lọ yín fún ni mo ṣe dá yín lóhùn pé yes but the fact remains that ìgbà tó ti wá dé stage yẹn tọrọ yẹn ti wá ń gbọ́n sí táwọn èèyàn ti ń dìde ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi then you are now going to come up and say nígbà táwọn people ti lọ bẹ̀ yẹn èmi kọ́ ni mo bẹ̀ wọ́n ṣẹ́ n tó lè fi mú wọn tí deputy commissioner tó fi gba káàdì tó sọ pé kọ́ pé òun ẹlòmíì ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé yẹn ẹni yẹn ó máa ṣe dáadáa ní o kò ní ṣe dáadáa ní o ó báyà sí ni o kò ní báyà sí ni o tí ẹ̀yin bá dé ọwájú ẹ̀ the book appointment pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ mi báyìí ni you will now realize that I get saying bóyá ẹni yẹn bóyá ó fẹ́ gbẹ̀bọ̀dé tó tọ́ bí tàwọn tó kù ni àbóyá tiẹ̀ máa ní kọ̀kọ́ tó máa pa yín pọ̀ ó lè rí yín kó sọ pé ṣe mọ̀ pé gbogbo bàtẹ́ ń sáré kìíní yẹn èyí báyìí ok ẹ jẹ́ fún yín ní stance kan ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá kan tàjọ́ ṣe kéèsì ẹni zone 2 tó bá a dá sí kéèsì ẹ̀dá sí lọ ó nígbà tó ń wá délé ó lóun tiẹ̀ mọ́kọ́ òun ṣe justice for Mohbad ó ní aṣọ́mọ ẹ̀gán donate sí Break the Silence Foundation you understand that Mr. Dolly ọmọ ẹ̀
I'm getting you.
àṣẹ owó tọmọ ẹ̀ ń gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bóun lọ school ọ̀sẹ̀ kìíní kan láàárẹ̀ ló fi ń donate sí Break the Silence Foundation ṣé irú bàbá yẹn ń sìn ó ní òun wá wọ́n báyìí pé gbogbo kíní ló tiẹ̀ mọ́ ń pa ẹ̀ ó ní àwọn nǹkan tó ń gun mọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọlọ́pàá ó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí ọlọ́pàá yẹn gbà tá a máa fi tó sáré lọ tá a fi ṣe wàhálà tá a gba court order láti wọnú ilé Mohbad ló báyìí pé ọmọ òun gan ní interest nínú kéèsì ju anything lọ so and that is the beauty of it bàbá lè lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn sìn kọ́ padà rí máa DCP yẹn kọ́ wá rí pé classmate wọn ni ẹni tó ti ṣe lóore rí àbẹ̀ni tó jẹ́ pé ó kọ̀ wọ rẹ́kọ̀dù pé ìyá Mr. kiri kan ẹ ti wá ṣiṣẹ́ ń báyìí olóòótọ́ èèyàn nìyí kí ló tó yẹ wá ṣe kéèsì yín báyìí kó dẹ̀ sọ pé no officers ẹ padà lọ sínú kéèsì yẹn ibà ìlú yẹ kẹ́ ṣe ẹ ṣe báyìí kẹ́ lọ deliver and that was what the man did in fact man yẹn dìde sọ mo play audio man yẹn ó ní tó bá fẹ́ lọ gba court order kó lọ gbà tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ wá bá àwọn kájọ ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀ because ọlọ́pàá ló yẹ kó gba court order in the first place nígbà tó wá náà ò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọlọ́pàá wọ́n ṣe ń sáré pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ káwọn lọ borúkọ má nìyẹn káwọn gba nọ́mbẹ̀ káwọn ṣe lọ gba court order civilian àwọn ọgbà kí lẹ́yìn dára yín láàmú fún ṣe bá ọlọ́pàá lè máa dín pẹ̀lú ẹjẹ́ àlọ́ gba court order ká lọ lift CCTV yẹn ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ máa wà ń bẹ̀. So whatever the case may be, like you said, too many advisors, people were arrogant with ignorance and they were messing up the stuff. Àwọn tó yẹ kó tó appreciate wọn condemn o torí bí o ti rí reason tẹ́ máa fi wò pé ládùúgbò wọn tí mo ṣe gbọ́ fi wọ́n yàn rò bóyá mo fẹ́ ṣe business ni o àbọ̀ rò bóyá torí kó ti jẹ́ TikTok wọ́n fún yàn ní nítorí ó jẹ́ gifting app wọ́n ṣe rò pé majority ṣe torí gift àbówó and it is a natural stuff bá máa fẹ̀ dí síbí kẹ máa rẹ́rìn kẹ wọ́ fìlà kẹ wọ́ kẹtẹ àwọn yẹn máa fún yàn gift because àwọn yẹn like ẹlòmíì like app ìgbé jẹ́ kọ́ ló máa ṣeré ń bẹ̀ mo fẹ́ kí relate báwọn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ kí kò máa fi gift ṣeré nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún nìyẹn so ibẹ̀ làwọn ti mistake ẹ pé nǹkan táwọn èèyàn rí yẹn o òun ni reason of it justice for Mohbad no kò sí gbogbo yẹn níbẹ̀rẹ̀ everybody was not even on TikTok talking about justice for Mohbad when it all started.
Now, Mr. Mfabi, you've spoken at length, you've spoken very well. But let me point out to you, you mentioned something that says, okay, I mean, on gift and the rest of it, because maybe the people what you are doing. No, in terms of the Mohbad, number maybe at that time, maybe based on trust, the trust he had with you that time. And he's just a human being. He could have made a mistake. Maybe he didn't trust you enough to take him down. My brother. Yeah.
Oh, Boru community GBT. I am an actor.
My brother alone. At that point in time, who are ambivalent. Or the situation so who are ambivalent. I've said it once and I've said it again. Police obstructed this just from the very beginning, and we know the story.
No, we're not disputing that.
Very good. Now, if you don't pay everything about Mohbad delay, he made his mistakes, and some of us were aware. Let me now go to that situation where he said, Mohbad got to the house. He saw blood on the duvet, and he saw the body under the stairs. Very good. That aspect about the suffering was awful. It's not the question. Even they told him that the nurse here, nurse here, this is the Igba or I think nurse goes up with Baba Mohbad. So at that point in time, nurse Tikuri will say, okay, nurse, I will grip you. Oh, I will untie to you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I will write petition, and he only had it on hearsay. Mr.
Yes. When Baba Mohbad, according to other people to narrate, because they will Baba looks okay.
According to
when as a father, you go to your son's house, and you want to embalm Elosuke everywhere. Okay, whatever the case may be, particularly
at that time, nurse, injection. The first stomach concern any body, mi sọ fún pé kó lọ ro ní Èkìtì.
Bàbá ẹni sùn.
Gbé lọ sórí Èkìtì. Ẹ̀yin tó bá face facts now.
Question. You know the answer for we want to learn. That is why we're here. It's on now.
Mr. Dolly.
Okay. I'm listening. I've been on this case more than almost anybody.
Yes, you are sure.
Yes.
We're starting. Now, this is it. Now, as the father, what situation? What's going on? Let me see the environment. Mobile everywhere. Okay, I come back. Kidney to shell a gongo bao let me ship on out of me. They say, well, let's be Nosico, okay, lower lati show, Nosico, okay, Ulufa wage, okay, Nosia Fulabere, Nosieda. Bao Lucian treat a kilo treat of body for tele, show Lucian treat a telene. The question now is, on down with show Lu treat him bad. In fact, Larry Timobadi Mafili could, but Bugumobadi is so due Timobadi if you cook or 20 minutes. So now in 20 minutes to inject on me, to treat it, to really, to inject it because the body of me. Whatever it is as at that time, because anybody to my monkoton pay an anaphylactic reaction. Because anybody to my who is this person? Not that can be low way. An injection to funda. To the injection to Fuya, which will mati Shelat, when he try to address the lately, process, when the process lately. You know, one bello mati process it, no mati jacro no get into fetiga, Oma fisino tube, this should do one belly. So now, we able to see one lele. Now, what is the nurse? One nurse is lolly. Nurse that, mbolo law. That alone is enough for anybody. Kusibara yoshile magboto, kusiboshile gentle to liaye. Afenito banani omo. mi ti process ẹ̀ délẹ̀ tẹ́sí pè mí gan ṣó máa kú ni ṣé kò ní yé ni o ṣó máa ní dẹ̀gẹ̀ ká ní kí n pè mo ṣe rò lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó wá gbọ́ ọmọ mi pa yẹn mo wá débì láì sí pé mo lọ ọ̀run mò ń bọ̀ láti Ìkòròdú sí ní same Lagos State ẹ wá sọ pé ẹni tó treat ọmọ mi yẹn kò tiẹ̀ dúró kí n dé wá ti lọlé. That is enough basis no matter who you are no matter your temperament it's enough for you to say you know what mo ń bọ̀ ẹ fún mi láyè you walk out and if truly eventually you go and report to the police you lè ṣàlàyé fún ọlọ́pàá kó jẹ́ ọlọ́pàá yẹ̀ká nínú kan kó jẹ́ pé president ló pa ọmọ ẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá ṣì máa fún ẹ ní audience.
Yomi go win award to
God. He will not decide lecturer.
You'll be a very good lecturer.
Oh my God.
Now, thank you for that. Please let me comment on this one. Now, ṣé Baba Mohbad were proven right later? But the same nurse tó appear Gonda inquest so ti debunk.
Do we have anything at Yada concerning last videos, whatever you started with? Do we have anything here?
Like what they said.
Now, a few hours on you, I worry him to Shelley, and he know this is injustice, something is fishy. Okay, whoever to ban anything, to fair so, which of course we include Baba Mohbad. A while also, whatever soy, interfere coffee one police station, tell lawyer. It's coffee one panty, which is a state CID. One law, one arrested nursing. You all add it. Nurse one law 4 months or thereabouts, they no sell.
You know, 23 days.
Okay, again, you're 20 years old. Nurse look 3 days.
23.
And then 20 years, and in 3 days, it's your law arrest on the tongue because under the law, to arrest you under 48 hours, you must be charged to court or granted bail. Olopo will grant any bail. One dream. Now, if Baba Mohbad was the one that complained to the police, took a statement as the lead complainant, you cannot by your own for Jomuri, or the long look on Laberepa. The pity Mohbad is telling you for about 1 year. Only a lot of investigate the lorry. Only Baba Mohbad is okay. I want justice for Mohbad. On one of 23 days. So Baba Mohbad lost the station last law. Okay, suspect you. Make it make sense to me.
I want to make sense to you. Let's go by just a little bit. Baba Mohbad to Mohbad ni such environment. To the Soboki, I want to be one suffering, one narrate incidents we not go look one way. We are going to react. Do you know that Baba Mohbad knows them, the racial women and the case and the rest? Could you ever believe anything about that? And you all up at the moon nurse station. And everything lost it or wrong. I swear to God, this man don't know anything about this place. You know that I know more than you can ever know. Leave me and your river be to talk. Mr. Yoruba be Baba Mohbad.
I know one question then, and that question is very delicate. One of the question is, where Yomi ask, and that man the verse say why Yomi go answer that kind of question. He said time when Papa Mohbad reach that house, is a man. His daughter don't already tell and say, Mohbad buy you. But the poor widow for us, no one tell you. You pretend like you don't know, be strong. Pass back here and enter house. So this incorrect say when Papa Mohbad reach house, he see blah tick off Obala upstairs in his son's bedroom. Immediately, he's supposed to know say this is foul play. Then you go owe nurse immediately. If you know what owe your picking wife, you go owe nurse. So you must arrest nurse. Draw the attention to nurse. Let police arrest the nurse. And the nurse will now from there start confessing them. Since you already know you came prepared. He said, but up till now, that Papa Mohbad is no longer talking about that blah, the pool of blah he saw upstairs in his son's room. And nobody is talking about it. So, are you guys telling me that narrative is a lie or it was a truth? That's a very big question. I beg on the comment section, make una help us out. Only say YouTube, I'm not going to see comment today on YouTube. That is, you know, they come out from my screen here. Anyway, but I don't know whether Queen Day in the house. You go check on there. I bet I see Facebook on. So that is a very big question. Why you not react immediately? Because immediately you go that house, you saw that thing, you went upstairs, you know, say something happened. It's not ordinary for somebody to buy and there's blah everywhere. It's very weird. Something is wrong somewhere. So this one say no. So the guy they say, the other guy they say no, say the man was confused when he get there, he didn't know what to do.
It's a lie.
Now
he was not confused.
Because no, so not be confused. There's something wrong.
If he was confused, you know, the first time I sat down to think about this thing, I said, you didn't tell us that they called you before. Okay. Now we now know that you were called. And you already knew that something happened to this boy before you left your house.
Yeah.
You did not call your neighbors. You did not call any friend. You did not call anybody. Only you waka go there. That is suspicious. Meaning you may have already prepared your mind that this was going to happen.
That's why they say Mohbad, there's a lot following.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Because how they go tell you say this thing happened to your pikin, then only you carry your legs and you walk to that place. I mean, it has never happened. I've never heard of it. Say you didn't shout for neighbors to come. Even here, you will shout and carry phone, call police, call this. But for Nigeria, our neighbors, they are our police. They are our first family. Or are you that bad that you don't talk to anybody in your area? Except if you are a very wicked person and you don't talk to anybody. Huh. This is ridiculous. Papa Mohbad deceived us and we were all carried away with emotions. We just felt so much pity for him that we didn't question things. We didn't even look at what he was doing. And look at what Yekudi said yesterday. They said these people that are giving Papa Mohbad money, the reason why he backed off every other person is because you are not giving him money. If you are not giving him money, he will back off. So these people like them, Comfy and the others, they have the amount of money that they give to him. So Papa Mohbad already saw it as a money-making thing, not justice. He's not after any justice. He's only after how to make the money with him picking by.
That is huge.
They say they have not given him money, we start crying like a baby. Somebody sent money. They said it was one man that sent money. I think they said the man sent 1.5 million
for him to do DNA. They said Baba Mohbad just took that money and that was the end of that money. No, that man is the most ungrateful human being on earth. I will not be surprised that he doesn't have friends in his neighborhood. But such a wicked person can never have friends. Okay, you enter the house, you say you saw blah blah, and then you walk away. What kind of story is that?
But this is the bigger question. This is the bigger issue. Why would he even say that when he's going to implicate him one way or the other?
I don't know. I don't just understand what is going on anymore.
Yeah, but it's not making sense. I don't think it's not making sense for me. Not necessarily for the reasons that you're advancing. And the reason I'm saying that is because I personally believe that initially
he was fighting for justice.
Initially, he got derailed along the line.
Yes.
Now, the moment of his duration, I don't know, but he seems like, because that statement speaking specifically about that blood that he saw is very indicting.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, whether he's part of the conspiracy per se, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if he's part of it, it's indicting on him. If he's not part of it, it's still indicting on whoever was at home, and that is responsible. Do you understand? So he was presenting it, for me, the way I see it is, this is strong evidence of foul play.
Even Mama Mohbad auntie, sorry you can't. Mama Mohbad's sister even confirmed it, that she saw it as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So for them, in their mind, they're thinking this is a strong evidence that we want to make it known to the world that there was foul play. This boy did not just pie naturally. Now, the other reasons why he did not call somebody to go with him, or call the police on the nurse, I don't know, and I cannot really infer because, but it's an interesting question. However, regarding that nurse issue and calling the police, now, to your Miss point, Wumi's story, if we are to believe her story, she said she called the police on the nurse. So either way, okay, whether we believe you,
did she say she called police or Baba Mohbad said?
Or we believe Baba Mohbad's version.
No, wait. So did Wumi call police? Did she call police? No.
Yeah, she said she called. She said they wanted to call the police on the nurse.
They wanted to, but they did not call.
But there was something about calling police or having the police to
he said,
get the nurse. And
he said they wanted to arrest the nurse. And Baba Mohbad said, I don't have a business.
Who is arresting? Who is arresting? Is it not the police?
He said they wanted to go. No, they didn't go to police. He wanted to.
I know, but if they wanted to arrest, it's the police that will do the arrest, isn't it?
You have to go to them.
That we're going to do the arrest.
You have to go to them. You have to go to their office. To their station.
So either way, she's implying that they wanted to get the police to come and arrest her, or something to that effect, because they were not going to. They don't have powers to arrest the nurse themselves, so they were going to call the police to come and arrest the nurse, and Baba said no. Right? That's what me said. Yeah.
According to
but
her, yeah.
Then again, I think the nurse's version, which kind of corroborates Wumi's version in a sense, like to a certain extent. The nurse said, I went to my lawyer and myself, we went to the police to issue a statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, one way or the other, the nurse presented herself at the police station with her lawyer. So if they were to arrest her right there and then, I mean, they did arrest her later on, according to the police, right? Because we know that the nurse was incarcerated for a while. But either way, the nurse was under custody, whether it's the real nurse, it's a fake nurse, whatever it is. That nurse was under custody based on the official statement and official story. That nurse was under custody until when Prime Boy and what's his name, the other guy, Prime Boy Spending, when they were released, I think it was about the same time that she as well was released. So if there was anything that the police could do, they could have done it right there and then, with or without Papa Mohbad. And again, we keep forgetting that putting the responsibility of this murder on Papa Mohbad is, we are in some way making excuses for the police not to conduct a proper investigation.
No.
Do you understand?
No.
Yes.
Grandma is true. Grandma is true. It's not Papa Mohbad that is only justice. No, it's not him.
Let me finish because...
Let her finish. Yeah.
No, let me finish. Okay. Let me finish.
Grandma, don't worry. Let her
finish. The reason I'm saying that is because if a murder, we all know that a murder was committed, and that it could very well have been the members of the family. The members of the family are not going to tell on themselves. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If Papa is part of, he's not going to tell on himself. Everybody will try to hide themselves. So at the end of the day, it is still the police that should have done their job, regardless of, you understand, once they got the information. Because even if at the moment that Papa Mohbad went there, right, the police was not informed. But at a certain point, the police became aware that something happened in that house. Right there and then, police doing their work, regardless of whoever, they should have, at some point after their investigation, you understand, arrested everybody, including the Papa Mohbad, if his story was not making sense. So then again, we keep, because at this point, everybody has already concluded that he's culpable in one way or the other. We don't know, personally, I don't know at what stage that he became culpable, but his efforts, from all these GoFundMe and everything else that we have seen, shows that even if he started and he was for justice, he has derailed regardless, okay? And he's now fighting, or he has now joined with those that are involved or whatever. It is very clear right now. So in the end, it is still on the police to do their job. They have all the information, they have the tools, it is in their jurisdiction, their power to do their job, and they still refuse to do their job. Even if Papa Mohbad had reported the nurse, the police would have still not done their job, because the police at this point is complicit. They are doing everything not to bring the perpetrators to justice, despite all the information that is available. So what difference would they have made? If Mr. Aloba reported the nurse or not, what difference would they have? The only difference in my eyes would only have been that, okay, people will not think that, okay, he's really fighting for justice. But at this point, everybody has concluded that he's not fighting for justice, okay? So what next? The police is still not doing their job, and it's only the police and the courts that can bring the perpetrators to book. So what are we really saying? We can blame him all we want, but he's still not the one that is stopping the police from doing their job. It's only the police and the state and the courts that can stop themselves. Do you understand? That's really what I'm trying to get at. That at this stage we can say Wumi this, that, but in the end they are not going to confess. Some people rarely with somebody who committed a crime confess to committing that crime.
They don't know what
it is the investigators, the police, the courts that are going to do that job to bring all the evidence against these people. That's how it works. It's almost like we are saying that Mr. Aloba should have been the police and he should have been the court. He's not.
No.
And he'll continue to get away with all of this nonsense if we keep pushing that narrative. The police should get on their feet and do their job. The courts should stop backing them. The Lagos State should stop backing them. That's it. That's all.
Okay, I want to say something, and this is my own opinion. But my opinion, first of all, I want to ask one question. I don't know if it's a silly question. This nurse that got a lawyer at 10 p.m. on September 12th, was she prepared? Because I can remember that in the Nigeria that I know, people know they get lawyer. They don't get lawyer. Many cannot talk of one auxiliary nurse we know in right from a wrong. Now because they get lawyer for 10 p.m.
Okay, so your question now is, are you saying that he did not get a lawyer or he did?
They say he did. I want to believe he did. She did.
Okay.
How did she get the lawyer? Was she prepared?
It's like
But they said no.
No, she was not prepared.
See, your lawyer should always be on speed dial, anyways, regardless.
What is she doing with a lawyer?
But you cannot ask what she should do. Maybe she has a lawyer before. Why can you say what she should do with a lawyer? She may have a lawyer before.
If you find yourself in trouble, she says her lawyer, or at least one of the stories I heard was that her lawyer is her cousin or some family member. So it will make sense. And technically speaking, even if she did not have a lawyer, right, but then she found herself in a hot soup, she was going to figure out how to get a lawyer at that very time.
Exactly.
And usually they are always available to talk to their clients.
Exactly.
If they are a good lawyer, if they are a good firm.
Yes, I want to know. I know now. See, Nigeria that
my own.
And that lucky that she is. Something happened in the night to 10 p.m. Nigeria person, before you call that person, before that person go wrong, especially lucky, it's not that easy.
Do you know where the lawyer is living? Do you know where the lawyer is living?
I want to agree everything that they say. But for that time, the timing, no. That's very, very suspicious.
It was not around 10. It's the same Mohbad died around 3-4 in the evening, so it's not around 10. So she found herself in a trouble, and she quickly called her mom. And somebody advised the mom to call lawyer so they can go and report herself at the station, which is a very privileged idea. Very good idea.
I am not saying it is not possible. I am asking questions based on Nigerian thinking and doing things. I am not talking about.
I'm not refusing.
No. People are smarter now. People are smarter now, Queen. Queen, people are smarter now. I know what Queen meant, but people are smarter than that now. Lawyer does work these days, yeah.
No, but Queen, honestly, hold on, Queen. Let me try to answer it, or let me give you my own perspective from that distinct angle. Personally, and I still believe this up to now, and I'm not saying it's a truth. I believe the nurse was set up. That particular that Tuesday nurse, for me, she was set up. Because if Mohbad fight on Monday, and according to Wumi, there was already a nurse that came before this Tuesday nurse came. Then the Tuesday nurse was
and after to confirm.
Okay, and after. Okay, I'm talking about this particular Tuesday one, right? Because the other two, they are not even addressing.
Candy, hold on. The first nurse came and confirmed by. Second night came Tuesday and confirmed by. They took it to the first hospital to confirm by. Then I took him again to the second hospital to confirm by one person.
Wumi said, even though they did not press her on that, so we don't really have clarity. We are just deducing from her story that there was a nurse that had already come on Monday. Then on Tuesday now, this one that was coming from Cotonou, who is the one that is the main person that they brought at the inquest. You understand?
The one they set up.
This particular one now, to me, she was set up. Now, is she complete?
She would be set up if she came on Tuesday. Maybe she came on Monday. She lied that it's Tuesday.
No, but the story so far that they have given is that she came on Tuesday.
Mr. Yomi gave us that he watched the nurse claiming. Is it 12 something? I don't know if people can remember. Mr. Yomi said he saw when the nurse came in. The people were already outside crying already before the nurse came in. The nurse was set up, but I'm trying to get something from that lawyer side. That could it be that they also gave her lawyer that night? Sharply.
Me, I will not believe that the nurse was set up. I strongly believe the nurse was part of the game. That's my own personal, and I can prove it.
It's a setup. Because when she was in jail, she told Westro and the rest of them that the person that she treated is a fair-skinned person, not as dark as Mohbad.
Okay, when she came out, why didn't she maintain that? When she came out.
That's why I'm saying that maybe she became complicit after the fact, right? Exactly. Because she's now hiding some information. But from the very beginning, it looks like she was set up. And if she was set up, obviously, when this whole thing started going down, when they went to the hospital and she realized that, oh, this boy has died, it's only rational that she's going to call a lawyer. Or as she said, she called her mom, and then her mom immediately, right, called a lawyer. So the lawyer would have come before that 10 o'clock because, you understand? The lawyer would have found a way to get to this.
Before I hang up, because I'm busy right now. I just want to talk one or two times. I never knew I was going to say love like this. See, concerning the Baba Mohbad one and the blah profusely and that of the police. When Mohbad died initially, Baba Mohbad accepted it. He didn't call out for me, neither did he call out anybody. He just said that God. But one thing that God people questioning this whole thing, questioning this man is that you said if your Peking, they came to interview for the first time. Second time, you were just pointing finger at your son that has spied that this boy never took care of me when he was alive. He never gave me up to 200,000 in his life. He never took care of me. He never did this. Look at where I am staying. Your son don't spy for crying out loud. He never said anything about profusely blood that he saw anything. He was in good time with me as at that time. I want you to know now that the reason why this man, what people are thinking, is that it was when the lawyer came, first time, second time, they said he's supposed to come, they did meeting without him. I want to draw our memory back. That was where Baba Mohbad came and be saying that he saw blood. And the sister now said yes.
Blah.
He said nothing. He saw blah. He said nothing. People in the comment section, people listening to me, if you remember this thing, please write it down. Baba Mohbad never said anything about obviously or anything against me. When he came out, after he said he was pointing finger at his son, saying things about his son. He did this, he did that. Somebody that does fight. That we all were grieving that, oh, no wonder they say we are grieving more than the bereaved. I mean, whatever thing that they're saying. Some of that was just talking against the son while he was alive. He didn't do nothing for him. And Wumi, he never said anything bad about the Wumi then. Even about the wife, nothing. Until they did a meeting without him. He now said he saw blah. The sister now said he saw blah. So he's trying to, what I'm saying about Baba Mohbad and this Wumi, and with other people that have been talking about it since, allegedly or whatever, they said, this is like a politics between two parties. Wumi part A, Baba Mohbad part B, they come for each other. We saw blood profusely because Wumi is the one that's in the house. But when they came to interview this man at first, he never said anything about it. Instead, he said, Mohbad carry pikin, put for his leg. She make it take care of her. Until she said, the mama of the pikin, he threw her for one corner. He come out and say, he see blood profusely. Why did you hide that thing from us since? Why didn't you call out that one since? So we should not put that all this thing out. These two are coming out for themselves. Wumi never come about Mohbad house. He never said, if I bring out this man, when I go stone and when I go do this, because they were together. But when they started betraying each other, they started coming outside. We now that we're supposed to sit down and look at these things and say, oh, these two people, now themselves, they see, Papa Mohbad and Wumi, in our DNA matter, I don't think it should even concern us as at now. We want to know what part this boy. DNA is part of to know the father of that boy. Not, I don't think DNA is going to need us to look by that boy. Because who by that boy might not be what they call it, the Mohbad might not even be the father of that boy. But because the other party want to use that one to keep the other person to collect all your property, it will come after me, now like this, now like that. And we will just believe that narrative. The same thing with that same Wumi too, that trying to say like, oh, now Papa Mohbad didn't do this one, I didn't do that. He knew straight do it picking when picking they are alive. If I hear what this man do, when I go stone now. So that we to all our mind now will go for saying that man now buy the picking. No, this family should be out of it. They know what they are doing. They are playing politics to themselves because what they want to get. Now, make a tell us something. When I remember what you about to talk for inquest, he said, Mohbad royalties is when these two people, when the family settle, That's when you will not give the royalties to them. When I feel they now they stop, they don't settle for back. But because of that royalties, they will stay to, they will go back to the former. The first assignment and Gary. Because with the way, with the look of things, I don't think the DNA will be done. Because Baba is not even talking about any DNA or whatever thing to do. He's behaving like he's seeing Wumi. That's why when he came out and said he doesn't want to do the DNA. When I say that small girl, don't know what thing they do. What thing they talk. For Wumi to tell when I say, now Baba don't want to do the DNA. Now Baba for where in day, he go say, this water don't pass Gary for where in day. What thing I go come as I don't talk now. They will begin crack the bread. This year when we come outside to say the nurse is going up everywhere, going to the club, doing this thing, and she's not doing. Whereas now she do all this thing because she don't know, say they don't carry the table for the nurse said. That's why she was calling out the nurse. I beg, make somebody talk.
Yes, for me, we already know that the police messed up. That is not something that anybody can doubt. We already know that. We already know that Wumi is among the buyers. There's nothing, that's not an argument. It was the reason we are so angry with Baba Mohbad and after Baba Mohbad that he's complicit is because of the way he has presented himself. Because from the beginning, like Yomi rightly said now, you went to the house, they called you. You went to the house, you saw this blah, you did not take any action. And like our CNN just said, he didn't take any action at all until the public started coming after him. Until Wumi started getting greedy and would not share the proceeds with him. Ideally, in Nigeria, this is how it works. Your community is your family. You cannot say you're picking of such standing, a celebrity. They call you, say, the pikin buy. And then only you waka go the house. Okay, you waka enter inside the house now, you see the blah. You did not take any action. Forget about the police. If he had taken any action at that point, even the police will know that somebody is interested. The police would have not just fold their hands like this, just take bribe and sit down. Because one thing with the police is this. Take VDMO as, for example now. When the police sees that people are interested in a case, they don't just sit on it. But when they see that, well, even the Olori Ebi, which is the head of the family, doesn't even want this case. So they can fight the and say, okay, the only person we want to listen to is the Olori Ebi. Whereas the Olori Ebi is not interested in the case, he's only interested in give me money. Yeah. So we already know that our police is corrupt. That is not something to even argue about. We know that they didn't do their job. Agreed. But who was supposed to force the police to do his job? The public was going after the police. But he came and obstructed the justice. Blocked everybody. Hired online thugs to be cursing whoever that is fighting for justice. Look at what he did with our friend Bankole's case. It's not that Baba Mohbad stood and does not want, because he came out on his TikTok this thing to say it, and even the way he called it, said those ones that said they want to fight justice, they should go and kill their pikin before they use it for justice. Ooh. What kind of human being says such things? You hired all these loose criminal women, surrounded yourself with all the ex-cons, and you want us to believe that you actually want to fight for justice. Initially, Papa Mohbad did not want to fight for justice. The only reason he came out for justice, looking back at everything that happened,
was because he saw the way people came out and people were going to come after him after Karima's interview with Daddy Freeze. People were going to come after him that he was looking for property. And then he didn't have a choice. He had to join the public. And he came out in a very sorrowful way. People had pity on him. Decided to say, okay, let's fight justice with this man. Not knowing that it did for him. So, as I'm dragging the police, I will continue to drag Mohbad because he's the reason why Wunmi is not in prison right now. He's the reason. And he knows what happened to his son. He knows it. So it's not just, he created so much enmity among people. And then, look at Brekete that wanted to help him. Did he ever say Brekete gave him 500,000? Brekete gave him 500,000. And after that, they staged a kidnap because he wanted to leave Abuja. Because Brekete said, I will pay for you to live in Abuja. You just stay here in Abuja. Because he wanted to go back to Lagos, he didn't want Brekete to know the truth. He faced kidnap him and Guresi. They faked kidnap. And then he came back to Lagos. So, what Yomi just said right now is very right. It's very correct. Baba Mohbad did not take the right move. His move was suspicious. Nobody does that in Nigeria. Nigeria is
maybe it's even Baba Mohbad that Karimo even spoke with all this character that he has been doing now. Maybe he just like maybe it's even the one. He just want to bury that boy.
Because even that ballet now, that man that was his friend in the area. He told him, why are you so much in a hurry to bury him?
No. Even Mohbad said the same thing. Only God knows.
Why are you so much in a hurry?
He's lying that the Karimo did not talk to her. That's why I talked to him. We need phone forensic.
Even the criminal Darocha, said, as soon as Baba Mohbad saw the millions that Davido brought, he started shaking. He changed everything. Oh, we are going to go put him there. We are going to go put him there. When he saw money, his attitude changed. What kind of a normal human being will come out to say, since he became by in life, not better pass when he became they are alive? Who says that? This man, I pray he goes down for it. As Wunmi is going down, he too should go down. So that next time, people will know that they don't have rights to do anything to their children. It diverted people's attention. Everybody were only after Wunmi. Not knowing that he himself too is a very wicked human being. And he hired, look at the confiner. Now that Confi is exposed, that she took by her own husband. And because of DNA matter. Can you imagine? Those are the type of people Baba Mohbad is romancing with.
That Papa Mohbad does not know coffee before now. He just met her on TikTok.
They met her online now.
So it's not Papa Mohbad's fault. She's just doing her own thing.
Somebody that does those bats.
But no, but it's not that particular one is not Papa Mohbad's fault. He met everybody online, and she chose to support.
Everybody online. He met everybody online, and then he selected who to work with.
Which is fine. People don't. That is his problem.
To work with.
No, grandma, that is his problem. If he selects somebody to work with, that is his problem. So we still have to drag the police.
Select only criminals to work with you.
But he don't know they're criminals now. I don't think he knows.
Why would he not know? Why will he not know?
Papa Mohbad don't know
He
these
doesn't
people
know that
before.
Grace is a criminal. Doesn't know that Grace is an escort. He doesn't know that Bukky Jesse is also an escort.
I don't think he know about Bukky Jesse or Coffee. Gracie, I don't know. But Bukky Jesse, he met them online.
These are people doing what he likes.
Now you
So
are
he decided
talking.
to work with them. He decided to work with
Work
people
with
that
them.
are doing what he likes. And what are these two people? What are these people known for? Criminality. You cannot make an armed robber your best friend. Then you will say, "Oh, I'm not an armed robber. I'm just his best friend." Best friend. When you know that anytime police catch that armed robber, they can buy you together. They say, "Show me your friends. I will tell you who you are."
I'm even looking. I was looking for Arifa.
Not work together except they agree.
And I was looking for Arifa life. The life he didn't make or just the.
That Arifa video was tough. And Arifa dressed well. He dressed on Free Babarika.
Arifa.
Arifa was ready. Arifa dressed on Babarika.
I'm looking for that video so everybody can hear that video. Telling you. Looking for the video.
It was this month.
Yeah, this people, TikTok doesn't save your live video. No, they don't save it. As you are doing live video, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah. Unless somebody screen record it or somebody save 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. That's it. Yeah, they don't save it. No. So as they talk, somebody could record that immediately. I go answer Arifa if he. I go answer whether he do any recording. Keep. If you can't find it today, I'll call him tomorrow morning to send it.
Arifa meant the confuse. He meant her.
Anyways, now they find trouble. Don't take away the call for the poor boy.
And they find trouble. Arifa has never. He doesn't have time for them. And it's Arifa that goes to the inquest every time. All the inquests, Arifa has been there.
Yeah, he's always there.
Arifa, poor guy, he was the one that went to prison, jail. Even after all that, Papa Mohbad still went after him. Which kind of wicked man you be now?
Now Lagos State Police now put us for you where we are.
Yeah, not only Nigerian police. They put us on this wahala so. Another word. Lagos State under Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu never enter trouble. The trouble in this now small. You go enter more. They wouldn't have had this opportunity to do what they are doing now, the family, if the Lagos State Police had taken this matter seriously.
Is that not what I was saying? That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I said Lagos State Police. Yeah, it's not fair. Oh. There's no way you get justice in Nigeria. They're not just care. I suppose, how can they be care? They don't even pay their salary. Those people have not been paid for months.
That is not enough for them not to do their job.
But that's what people are saying. No, I say that's what people are saying.
At the stage where we are, the emphasis should really be on the government because the evidence is all there. It's all there now. We've done the dragging, but even more so, the pressure should mount on the authorities. It's like when the protesters went out for VDM. You understand?
Yeah.
VDM has a lot of enemies who are personal, who sabotaging. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But once they saw that the public went and staged the protest, in front of the premises of the authorities. That to me, you understand, was a strong voice that came to the authorities that we are coming after. We are not going to go home until you release him because he's not a criminal. At least not in the sense that you're presenting it. Everything that you did was illegal, and you're trying to justify your illegal actions. The Lagos State government is trying to justify why they have not convicted the perpetrators of this crime by saying that, oh, it is a family that is involved. When we are fighting you're investigating murder, no family, and I will still say this thing, and I sound like a broken record, but you have to, no criminal, or at least most criminals, let me not say no criminal, most criminals will not tell on themselves. They will do everything, even to the extent of hiring lawyers. You understand?
Yeah.
To come and fight their case in court. That does not stop the government from prosecuting and doing its job. It will never stop the government. So what are we saying?
No, we are not saying the police should not do their job. We are saying
the emphasis that we keep putting on.
We are not putting emphasis on the family. We are trying to open the eyes of the police too. That
the police knows. You think they don't know?
It's not only
the police doesn't know this. But do you think the police
so we have to pull all of them out. We are not going to do it one way.
The police has been listening to us since last September. They are on this live stream right now, some of them. They cut and join from every live stream. They are there listening. They don't have the info. And this is what we even know as the public. We don't even have the amount of information and evidence that they have. Because according to these boys, let's just speak about the 3-second video for a moment, or the longer version that Adura claims is with them. They already have all of the story. We only know in part. As much as we claim that we know in part. The police has a full version of all the events. They know everything that happened on that day. They do. There's nothing we are telling them here that they don't already know. They are only listening to know how much we know. That's all. And how desperate are we, or how serious are we for the justice? And when they see us attacking the Iyabo, they are happy because they're like, okay, people are not focusing on, you understand? When they see us even bringing up some wrong narratives, they're happy because they can use that as an excuse and say, oh, by the way, it's the public. Oh, it's the public. It's the public. No, it's not the public. The pressure, especially at this point where it seems like nothing is happening, or that they are gearing up to appease us by convicting either the nurse or what is his name, spending. You understand? And thinking that that is going to serve as justice. No.
I just want
we have our way. We should protest. We should not continue to protest, stage protest, and say no. It is not enough to convict the nurse. It is not enough to convict Prime Boy. That's not to say that they should not be convicted. If they are part of the crime, hey, by all means. But that is not enough. Not based on the stories that we have heard. Not based on the story even of the so-called wiki witness, which they are treating Wumi as, or even the Papa Mohbad for that matter. We should not. If they are going to convict the nurse, they might as well carry Papa Mohbad too. That's my point. Yeah, that's my point. But that's my point. It's not say, oh, Papa. We already know that he's complicit at this point. Whether it's before or after the fact, or after the whole event, I don't care. He's complicit one way or the other. But it does not stop the police. But the police so far, they are happy, okay? And they think that they have already, in fact, they are not even talking about doing anything else. According to them, their investigations are complete.
Yeah.
According to them, their investigations are complete. That's ridiculous.
Barrister Bankole that would have dragged the police. Why are they stopping them? Why did they stop everybody? Because
you should be asking Shotobi. You should be asking Shotobi that question.
You can show the police force. I just pray that the public come together and see what we can do to this police.
That's what I'm thinking, that we should be doing that.
Exactly.
The Papa is not happy. He's not even going to do the right thing again. He's never going to do the right thing. He's not going to take Wumi for no DNA, as we have seen so far, you understand? He'll come and tender a fake apology, So we still remain at a standstill. But we should be re-strategizing. That's it. Anybody should go down as long as they are complicit. That's my point, because say, oh, that is clear. One way or the other, he's complicit, his family is complicit, blah, 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 some of the bloggers and all whatnot. But then, so what? What next? What next? How can we bring all of them to book? Because the police says, oh, their investigations are done. The coroner inquest? Oh, we are done. And they want to come and tell us that it is the nurse that is culpable. A nurse is culpable for finding somebody that died on Monday, and she came on Tuesday. I'm not accepting that. I'm more angry at the courts and at the police at this point and the Lagos State government. I reserve my anger towards the family. If the Lagos State and the police and you understand the courts will do their job, all these people that we are talking about, they will all go to jail. They'll be behind bars. All of them. Exactly. You don't expect the criminal to convict himself. It's like saying, oh, Papa Mohbad should convict him. He's not going to do that. Wunmi should convict him. He's not going to do that. They will not do that. They're actually enjoying the fact that all we are doing now is just talking about them and not taking, you understand, appropriate actions to bring them to book. I'm sure they're really just happy because, you understand, we are just speaking in circles, going round and round and round and round, landing back at the exact same spot. Dragging them is not going to anyway get the police to convict them. The police we should say, no. Bring all of them, charge all of them. It is not enough. Personally, it's not enough. That nurse, according to their testimony, as far as I'm concerned, she's not the one find Mohbad. Maybe she find somebody else.
Exactly. Police should go investigate who the nurse find, but it's not Mohbad because Mohbad find on Monday. The nurse came on Tuesday. So police, are you guys deaf? Mohbad find on Monday. The nurse came and find somebody else on Tuesday. Investigate who that person is.
You say, police, are you deaf?
Because this is just too ridiculous.
It's crazy. For me, it's just crazy. They're like, we just keep saying, oh, yeah, he did not. He's complicit. He took money. He did that. He stolen money. We've all seen it. Wunmi, Iyabo. Oh, I can drag them all day long, but it's for me right now. We are not really changing. We are not advancing. We are not progressing. The police should get on their toes right now. We need to think seriously how we can get the police to do their job. How we can stop Shotobi from saying that, oh, we are only going to charge the nurse. That's ridiculous. That's no justice. That's miscarriage of justice. Gross miscarriage of justice. And the perpetrators will be out there walking freely. And they are still a danger to society because they'll go and find their next target, their next victim. They will do that. If you let them loose, they are a menace to society. It's only a matter of time before we hear somebody else has fallen victim. And then they'll find another nurse to cover up their tails again. And the circle repeats itself. Please, are we in the
type of hell? The type of hell that the Nigerians, the Lagos State Police are going to is a different type of hell. Because you cannot sit down and such terrible thing happened in your own division and you could not do anything. Instead, you are justifying it.
They're justifying it, and their main reason they are going to give now is that it is the public. That will be the reason why they will not convict the criminals. It's the public. Why? Because they keep going.
They are useless. What is his name? The one that goes about talking, that is their mouthpiece. That one is telling everyone that who cares to hear that justice is not on social media. But they are going about arresting people on social media. Arresting people on social media. But you are saying we don't look at social media. Justice is not on social media. So why you don't look at social media? So why are you arresting people on social media?
They can't say that. They know the power of social media. You know why I know they know the power of social media? If we have forgotten, that man's case is a prime example of the power of social media. And even recently, they are going as far as trying to bring laws, right? There's a bill, I believe, by, what's his name? That old man, this girl's husband. The actress, the young actress.
Ned Imoko.
Ned.
Yeah.
targeting social media, because social media has proven to be a strong force and a strong voice. What they were able to get away with back then, they can no longer get away with now. And we have as recently as that man's case, which shows the power of social media. When they say the wrong thing, social media is there to immediately correct the narrative. So they are always going to say that point social media as the problem. That's because social media exposes them. When they tell their lies, we have reporters, social media proving that this what they just said is a lie. It's on social media that we are able to hear Wumi give all those cock and bull stories. It's on social media. Many of us are not there. Sur place in Nigeria to hear those, you understand? But it's being disseminated on social media very fast at a rapid rate. That's why they keep social media is the government's enemy. Is their enemy. So they're going to counter social media with everything that is within their power. They want to silence opposition all the time. Look at that man's case. Even with all the evidence that was presented, they are still calling him now an ex-convict. How will you kidnap somebody and you label the person an ex-convict? You are the kidnappers. EFCC kidnapped that boy. They did. But now they label him an ex-convict. You convicted him of what crime? You did not even tell him. You understand? EFCC is not the police. What did they convict him of? They are calling him an ex-con. Like, seriously.
Why? Because they are dumb. They are dumb. If they want to call somebody an ex-convict, somebody that is not a convict, what case did you convict him of? That you will call him an ex-convict? They are so dumb. Corruption has dumbed their heads. Nothing is left in their brain. Calling somebody dumb, ex-convicts. Meaning you are among you are a law enforcement agent and you don't know what an ex-con is. Yeah.
That's not Is it for a good cause?
Nigeria, something
I'm ashamed to fight for the people. It for what?
But that's the level they're slapping on him now.
Was it ex-convict before he became the prime minister of Egypt? Ex-convict now waiting. Ex-convict for bad thing or for good thing?
Well, because they have their stooges also on social media that can propagate those lies, right? So they are hoping that those ones will now start labeling him that, and if they say it enough, they are always going to people who are going to believe them.
You know, go do amendments. Ex-convict for what? For bad thing or for good thing? It is for papa money.
Exposing them.
Exposing them. We are proud of him. Said, if my papa and my mama feel do this guy ex-convict, we will be hero.
If not so ex-convict. But what I don't understand is why are people just so bent on destroying the country? Why are they bent on destroying the country?
They are demons. They are demons. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. They are devils.
Grandma, they don't like themselves because what goes around comes around. It will get more them on their families.
When I think about it, I say, why are these people bent on destroying this country? Eh? Some of them are very young.
They are devils. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. That is all. Threefold mission. Nothing else. We can say whatever we want to say, but that's who they are. They are not human.
Young people, some of them are very young on social media. They are not ready to do anything good. That is like this Wumi's case now. Look at Wumi, very small girl. Now because of the evil she has committed, she's grown old.
Oh yes, older than her age, chef.
Yeah, older than her age. Evil does not pay in any way. It does not pay. How can somebody see VDM who is fighting for the country to be good? Then you still have Well, even the days of Christ, we still have people that actually were shouting, crucify him, crucify him. So evil people will never leave a generation.
It's true, that word. I true talk drama talk. They come again and they come for that generation.
Yeah, because hell is open wide to swallow many of the evil people. So it hardens their hearts. Satan hardens their hearts. So they will continue. Like that boy called D1. Now look at that one.
That boy is not normal. I tell you people the other day that when I see him, I think of that story of what's his name, Paul and Saul and David, when the evil spirit came upon that, that because when you even see him talk, it's like you can actually see the evil spirit. That is
that boy is possessed. He's very possessed. And apart from that, those are the type of people that will be doing all this kidnapping. Because that boy has no soul. He's soulless.
He doesn't have a sound mind. He doesn't have a sound mind. He speaks like a mad person.
What kind of human being is that? We have challenged him. Let police do that to you and see if one person will come out to protest for you. Instead, people will be happy protesting in joy.
Police love those kind of people now because they are the ones that they used to.
So just like a T-Pain. T-Pain now, I'm sure he's very pained that he's not celebrated like Ibrahim Traoré.
Even like VDM too.
Yeah, yes, he's not celebrated like VDM. T-Pain is in pain.
VDM is our own president.
The irony of it all. If you do good, you'll be celebrated. If you do
exactly. Why don't you just do good?
No, because somebody don't put music for very. Person don't put music for very dark man. Now why hero be this, so we not get another one. Now why hero be this, so they walk wide. I'm telling you, now why hero be this.
Singing that song, you have just reminded me again of this. I keep thinking of David in this whole fiasco. David and Saul. Remember when David went and fought and won, and everybody was singing and hyping David.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. Saul has killed 1,000. David killed
10,000.
Exactly.
It's true. It's true. And his wife will cry tired now. You know what I like about the protesters? When the protesters started singing, give us VDM, take Yaya Bello. Take Yaya Bello, give us VDM. Take Yaya Bello.
Children wife won't call mother children where you no born. Where no mother, where we know the sign of a mother in her.
Which person want to have a criminal mother?
She cannot be our mother.
Mother to a criminal. Who will allow criminal being, Mama?
The funny thing is that she has children. Why is she so desperate to be the mother of everybody? She has her own children.
A good leader can be a father and a mother, not the one that is no good.
In fact, it's the people that will call you mother or father.
Not you. Why are they even desperate? It's almost like this that the GOs. You understand? That all the green. It's like this that the GO syndrome, right? That they want to be father figures to their sheep. You understand? No, you have your own kids. I get it if maybe you don't even have children. Okay, in that case you go and adopt. But you have your own children, and they call you mom, they call you dad, mother, father, whatever it is they call you. Can't you be satisfied with that? You see?
No, they want other people's children.
They want other people's children. Why? because there is an authority that a parent has over the child. It's spiritual.
Exactly.
Do you understand? It's spiritual. If they can have that authority and present themselves as that, it means that you are now under them and they can speak things into your life as a parent. People should be very careful who they call their parents or the mother and father. Even with these leaders, all they are, give them, they have official titles, call them by their official titles. She wants to be first lady, she's first lady. That's it, that's all. She has her own children, let them call her mother.
Let them call her mother. Don't carry other people's children.
He wanted to be president. He did not want to be father of the nation. When he was we should stop it because, you know, I know it's African mentality. We should stop it. Let these people know also that why so much. Because
they should stop it.
What I'm saying is that as we are speaking, right, as we are now talking, you understand, I'm actually answering the question because these thoughts are just occurring to me as we are having this conversation. Do you understand? Like when we're saying, why are they so desperate to be called our mothers and our fathers? And why were they paying when they were celebrating video? So I'm answering the question in real time because it's occurring to me in real time. That is because they want to exert a spiritual authority over us. That does not belong to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spirit of supplanter. Now they worry them like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know
that's what we discussed earlier too.
You know the thing, eh? This desperation to call everybody for people. This thing started from the church. Will somebody go and call Donald Trump our papa be this now? Nobody will call you father. You are a president of the country. You are a president. You are not people's father. You are not anybody's papa.
And you take the whole lot for work.
Now our hero be this, so we not get another one. Now our hero be this, so.
You are not anybody's father. You are not anybody's mother.
Now our hero be this, so.
That's it.
We not get another one.
Give them this authority to be father and mother, so that people will now have soft mind, or even though they are spying you, you will not be able to retaliate. You will not talk because ideally your own parents, you cannot shout at your parents. So they want you to see them as parents, so you cannot protest against them.
That's even a wrong, even a misconception, even in the church. And this is what I tell my kids. I tell them, I say, you know, the Bible says, even when it comes to the authority that parents have over children, right? And how far the extent of children's obedience, it says, children, obey your parents in the Lord. You understand? Submit to your parents in the Lord, meaning that to the extent that it is within the confines of God's commandments and his regulations, you are to submit to them. You understand? You're to agree with them. But as soon as they get out of that, you disagree with them. And you tell them the truth as well. So these leaders, as much as they think that, if they can supplant our parents, they think that we are not going to criticize them, no, or that we are just going to obey them or have a soft mind towards them, no. It means that we are condoning sin and injustice. We'll call it out.
Yeah, because the church did it, and then they think they can also do it too. Because the church has turned people's children to their children. And you cannot, that the Geo is like a god. You cannot question him. Oh, you cannot talk to Papa, or you cannot talk to Papa like this, or you cannot talk Papa. The same thing, they want to bring it to politics. Which people should know that nobody calls Donald Trump Papa. Nobody calls the Prime Minister of UK Papa. The Prime Minister of India, nobody calls him Papa. China, nobody calls Xi Papa. You are a Prime Minister, you are a Prime Minister. And the job of a Prime Minister, you have to do it.
Yep.
You are not doing the job of a father. No, leave the job of a father to the parents of the children. You do the job that you are hired to do. Instead of wanting to come be their parents. I say that your papa be this, so we not get another one. How can you go and be even collecting a criminal to be your father? I pity them.
Yeah.
And your papa be this, so you not get another one. So I pity you.
Now our hero be this. So what about our hero?
Yo, now our hero, VDM is our hero. Look at, in those days, there were no general overseer. When we were in my own, when we were growing up, nobody was called general overseer. You are a bishop, you are a bishop. You are, what's it called? You are, even when Idahosa was alive, nobody called Idahosa general overseer. Idahosa was Archbishop Idahosa. Nobody was calling him general.
These people, they've bastardized the church and just made it a mockery and
Mockery.
That's let me adjust it.
And then, what do they call them? This our papa that they are calling, it started in the time of February. Nobody called Jonathan our papa. Nobody called Obasanjo our papa. It started from Buhari. And that is why Nigeria must insist that they should not put any old man in the position. You old man that is going to go become president, you are not people's father. If you want to father, go home and father your children.
After they have many side chicks and side hens.
Exactly. Go and father
side donkeys.
Continue to father as many as you can.
Oh my God. Crazy days, crazy times.
And then the people are carried away. So whoever that does not call them our papa, the person gets in trouble. What kind of country is that? And your papa, because you don't know your papa when he born you again.
You don't know.
Indoctrination, unfortunately.
The power of indoctrination, that's the right word. Indoctrinate them just like they have done to them in religion.
They are all acting from the same playbook anyway. The religious Babylon. That's why they are called religious Babylon and secular Babylon. Secular Babylon being the church, being the government rather, and religious Babylon being the church. Same difference, same mission. The beast out of the sea and the beast out of the water.
Mm-hmm. Different name, same mission.
Same mission.
They are in bed with each other. It's so funny.
Charles, I must not use my anger to take the life of somebody. That is my game. Because the moment we're able to achieve justice with Mohbad, they will now understand that there are some certain things that will not mean, oh, the family does not want it, and that's the end. Again,
That's what Kadi just said now.
Is why some
because the family does not want justice, so therefore I'm not going to fight for justice. That is wrong. Because family does not want justice, so we will not fight.
His dream was cut short because the way it is looking is like somebody could not control a hunger, and somebody could not control his greed and envy.
Somebody could not control her anger. Jezebel could not control her anger. That's who she is.
Some people say because he doesn't join court,
let's take his life.
Let's take our life.
Nobody has right to do that because I didn't join court.
And the law of the land. So for people to know that we are a law-abiding society and a lawful society, it is important for an NGO like this to pursue this case and use it to serve as a deterrent.
That's right.
There is value for every human life, and it is your right. You have a right to life. So when somebody thinks they can act life out of your life, arbitrarily without recourse to the law, and when cases like this happen, they're about to pursue it. Come and believe it. Then you can take anybody's life and then have connection, have money, then it goes scot-free. Especially when the family gets some money or get threatened. So if the family was actually threatened, and that means there are so many other people that will threaten other people's family when they take the life of their son or daughter or parent. Does it have to be that way? So that is what we are pursuing because I have a role to play in my society. It is my duty to contribute my quota. I can't touch everywhere. I chose human rights. I chose the path of justice. Every other person should choose another path. You can choose to say, I want to be, okay, let's make this country a green society. Let's look at how we can go to protect animals in this country. Let's see how we can protect children. That is how we fix a country. Because everybody with their own country, no matter how passionate I am with UK, America, I cannot delve into some cases if I am not a citizen of our country. My patriotism and love for my country would determine how much I'm willing to sacrifice and contribute to things that are not working well so that it can work in the direction of the law and people will all live in peace and harmony. And there is utmost security for human lives. And that is what is in there for me. That is my intention. And it is because that is part of my upbringing. And it's part of my passion that Kinde Migongofe contributes to Nigeria. I believe in Nigerian project. I want this country, my country to work. I can't live here. I've been coming to this country. This is 20 years now. No,
Mohbad money didn't come.
Peacefully. If I don't take your life or take the life, nobody should think they can take my life anyhow. Do you understand? So they don't understand. They thought when it all started, it's all about TikTok. Monetization. I want to send this to me on Instagram. I send this to me. As a matter of fact, TikTok it's not low. Me, me to share by send it. Okay, open TikTok. Now I go to TikTok. You know, what share so many years back. Me, Lori, me if you communicate, me Monkpai. So, and I don't want to come on TikTok because I believe it's about money. It's about you dancing to make coins. So I did not want to go into it until I was convinced to come and say, Baba, you are doing justice for Mohbad on Instagram, on Facebook. You are going to TV stations. You are speaking with journalists. But we have our assemblage on TikTok. And that TikTok, only room for planet that you can educate them on human rights and this justice for Mohbad. Baba, please come and educate and talk to people here. That was what brought me to TikTok. Kayema Nife. So, two of our vessels, by justice for Mohbad, we're millions. And we'll both all the countries, 40 Jadi. Come up by justice in the truth of the matter is there is no way you will finish the fight. Expand. So what really meanwhile, that was not my intention. As a matter of fact, join one in TikTok. TikTok. And
this man is an orator.
Even can support your me a man sorrow you, your me a sorrow. Until your chronic you moropa. So, Untimo observe, unnatural farm with their way. Already repair. Bokini Martin, you sort of a boy. O Martin Shebushi Yakoshi. Bushi Yakoni Maloshe Pada, relax your Bubades, as so you cannot according to Pacobai. But boy, that day, whatever is in the movie to Yakalo, she aluda Koni, Abimon look of what Tibugo, Tia, Rubuka, Bibu, set your me bay. Or what I been people send it to Ronu Bube, last your joy. Apollo to Kero John by Shashiro the Matuai, Shabama to say, and the milk of a big Jeffrey. So Bobo, inter return soye, and learn a long bill. To the word in it, she be on town, one no, one of her, of a Lokiki, of a Cosapolo, and that was not it. So no look at me. Bobo, but me tell TikTok you are. Simon, that's all here. Everybody come. All of the quick battle, this stage going on theater go, more avoid people can follow our colleague immediately. So about any problem, come by, which will beat me. So what about the problem? Only Galusi, Tina about that. About Gapape, and Wolua, and Ghana Airport. Ghana Airport, Busheri. Whatever is one Ghana Airport, I'm only mad at you, one should be a good doing because that airport is a pride for them. What then get him a farm Ghana any level, I wanted to leave you alone. Busheri for me psychologically most of me because my wife, they should have this kind of airport. Because somebody come and represent Bubao. So, thinking you want to look for something huge, you need to be popular. You need only your that was not popular. was popular when he fought for Timothy's case. And he told about Fakisi, near Oshie, only a Nugon, only a Wogo. But he stood his ground, and people, all hotels, what Wokesi are they doing here? They are careful with what happened to guests in their rooms. Because your daughter will go and lodge in one hotel tomorrow. Your father will go and lodge in one hotel. Should they start trivializing their lives? That is how society works. Everybody must play their role and treat everybody with the dignity that the life deserves. That is the only way because it's a different ball game. The only thing don't go through is I have to go on with the struggle, but I don't have a financial capacity then. Even up until I don't have because me only expect people to down nobody finish today. As an NGO. What don't know about the finance effort if we are all on the same page, just to achieve a faster result. And together we would have each of the government well, make a statement. Because
everybody was expecting that Baba Mohbad and everyone of Mohbad's family should have joined you, do things the way things are supposed to go as planned. This is justice matters, babe.
I can tell you all for free. Emma Waku Mohbad Losita. Àárín àwọn tó wà nílé 15 yẹn ló pa Mohbad. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ dẹ̀ mọ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àbúrò ẹ̀ mọ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀. They know the role they played. And when it is time, the law will catch up with everybody. It's going to separate the wheat from the shaft. Ibi tí mo bá dé, kò sí Thomas of me àti ọlọ́pàá o àti Lagos Thomas of me case tèmi ṣe lọ. Yóò ṣe é as your baby. I put my everything into the case. I won't become what my sort of direct, my soul direct, because into my shelling. So, the job on like that, you tell me about it, Ben, all sue me, kill the truth, walk on the line. So, about what is it, very justice for Mohbad. Osibe Kojalara Durati Umi to get justice for Mohbad. That is it is sacrosanct and it's Yamin. And it is pure reality. Emma no Gino. Any other person, that will make Jema have coffee, but that will make Jema a there. Even the allegation and counter allegation, she meant to repent what to work and when we are making, but about the case was done too. It's actually that is a complainant. When she put on Ghana, the last one was an NGO. How do we tell him that?
Because the case is somehow pathetic. Oh, pathetic. At some point, Baba was going against mine.
So you can't attend to you again. A beloved LGBT. And as an adult and a member of the voting public, you must extend it because LGBT. Priority in confession here, at evidence here, FGB, every secondary. Russia will go on the Kadafu your year. The Polifelossi party here, and say, Nida no me, or condition. On extra as a party. A shell or be that nobody got it up as a party. But to get language here. Language you don't expect being born every or Benny. So the case is in law. What the people saying? Kiwajawo. Possible. I'm a film like way. Or in Balobai. What's the film? On Timon Bonnes. On Losh, a Jakasai Lushakara, Casabe Adria, no, two or not a combo, Sapon de Feme. What to Bashi, Oma possible war and leopard roar at Sialafia. What the homicide evidence was all. Don't make him down a movie video a gaddy. That's a Oshoko Jomo confession in Abu Jomo. Umio competition against àdúrà Ndàmọ́lá àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà bó ṣe láwọn pọ̀ tó wọ́n ṣe kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí n gbà yín gbọ́ and I should cover it up for you. I can't cover such with it because advantage tí wọ́n bá expose ní tó pa Mohbad tó punish àwọn tó pa advantage yẹn pọ̀ bí rẹ́rẹ́ ju kéèyàn support àwọn tó ń ṣèdọ̀tí nǹkan ní àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ àwọn ọlọmọ wọn bá láwọn wà justice mọ́. No, Mohbad is a Nigerian and it's a Nigerian property the moment they took his life. It becomes the responsibility of the state. Tó bá wà láyé tí nǹkan kan ò ṣe ẹlẹ́gẹ̀mà pọ̀tìlẹ́kì but the moment you hurt him, infringe on his right or do it, it becomes the responsibility of the state and the public.
Please pause.
Yeah.
Please pause. I'm so glad that Yule is raising this point, and I've raised it over and over because I keep hearing this thing, and people keep repeating it and thinking that when they say it enough, we are going to be quiet. Oh, we are crying more than the bereaved. It is the family, da 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 da. No, like he just stated, the moment that his life was taken from him, he became the property of Nigeria. It is the public. It is within our rights. You see that thing that Wumi was saying that she does not owe us an explanation. See, if it was something that was not criminal, she's absolutely right. She doesn't owe us an explanation. But the moment that boy died, right? The moment he was died. Yeah, the moment he was died, okay, it is now our right to question her, and she is compelled to answer until we are satisfied. And the law says, Wumi, you are in the clear. You understand? You are not guilty. And until such a time, we can ask anything and everything of her and Papa Mohbad and everybody else. It is our business. Papa Mohbad has no right to tell us that we should go and buy our own children. No. It is now our business. I repeat, it is our business. See, if he was only disciplining his son, you understand? Or it was a case where they were arguing in the house, like they were arguing in that car, it's not our business. But you see, the moment, September 11, whether it's 3 a.m. according to the driver or somewhere around that time there, as soon as that time passed, it is now our business. Anything and everything for your life with me, Papa Mohbad, everybody, including even the so-called Ogba or other canvas, whatever. Because rumor has it that you people were bedmates. You understand? So it is our business. We question every one of you. It is our business, and the law must take its course. So you people should not come and tell us, oh, don't cry more than the bereaved. Oh, No. Because guess what? You people are telling us that you want to rewrite the Nigerian constitution, and we say no. You understand? We say no. People cannot willy-nilly change the constitution when it suits you. You say, oh no, it is our child, so he's fine and we are okay with it. We don't want to charge whoever. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. The police wants us to be happy that the family is not, this is not a civil case. In a civil case, you can decide whether you want to take action or not. Okay, it's up to you, that's fine. But this is a criminal case, please. So the police should not tell us that, oh, because the family doesn't want to do it, so we are going to let it fly. We refuse. And we are going to compel them to do their job. That's what I just wanted to add, because, I mean, Yomi has a youth and he seems to have a louder voice. I say some of these things and maybe it doesn't resonate, but I'm happy he has just said it. So I wanted to just slide it there again, that I'm glad that we are on the same path and we are saying the same thing, that it is Nigeria's business the moment that boy fight. And we can ask them anything. We can ask them for DNA. We can ask them for anything. Thank you, Auntie Ada.
Thank you.
Justice for Mohbad. In fact, it is not even a rumor. It's not a rumor. It's confirmed because Agbada Canvas told the sister, and the sister's voice was there in public.
No, Grandma, we can say it's a rumor because we didn't hear Canvas voice. No, it's third party. So you don't know if he actually told the woman that or she just saying her own. So we can say allegedly, yes. She said it, yes. She said he told me. So we can still call it a rumor.
But that's the thing, because in this case, when it's a pie case like this, anyone, rumor or not, you understand? The police can subpoena all of them because there is sufficient information, rumor or otherwise, okay? That requires that these people come, especially in the case of this Agbada, whether it's Agbada Olori canvas, I don't know how they say it. This canvas man, you know why I said especially in his case, because the person, the deceased himself, filed a complaint against him. You see, that's why this man cannot just expect us to just be quiet and keep his name in the back burner. Had the deceased not included his name in his petition, I would have allowed that explanation. Do you understand? But this boy is on record petitioning this man. So what is he saying? Even if it's for other reasons, he said the boy wrote a petition and said this person came to harass me, and he said his boys told me. Unfortunately, he's not here to continue that story because the police, as usual, did not act on his complaint. But at least it's on record. It is written. We are not making it up. He wrote it. He said the boys who came to harass me, they said you sent them. So come and answer. He hasn't yet answered. He cannot just tell us that, no. And on top of that, could the reason be because this child...
No, he came out now. He came out. Kanji. He did. He denied Narama. He denied Samilari.
At this point, the boy has fight. No, Auntie Ada, hold on. At this point, his explanation is not enough. You know why? Because not only did the boy, had he petitioned him prior to his spying, the people who were there before he spied, you understand, said that there was an argument that ensued in the car between the boy and the so-called wife. And it had to do with the paternity of this child. And now there is rumor, whether it's a sister or not, whether they can always do a phone forensic to authenticate that particular audio. But there is somebody on record saying that you had an affair with her. Okay, you can say no. But there are all these circumstantial evidence. So the only way to clear your name at this stage right now, okay, is to submit yourself and that child for a paternity test. That is all. That is the only way he can clear himself in this thing. That is the only way. His explanations to me is mute. If the boy had not spied, okay, would have let it fly. But the boy is spied now. He's not here. So he must submit himself for a paternity. That is the only way he can clear his name. It's not enough. If he likes, he should take people to court from year to next year until they clear him, until Wunmi submits that type of paternity, plus including himself, and he's clear. Then he cannot say, people should not say X, Y, Z. Because the boy had petitioned him, unfortunately, and the police did not act on it. What are they talking about?
The same police, the same Lagos State police.
Lagos State Police is in trouble. We will not leave them alone till they give us justice.
Exactly. But this is just too much.
They just want us that anything that they say, we should just take it at face value. Not anymore.
Like
not anymore. When there are ways that they can prove their innocence, do you understand? There are ways that they can prove their innocence scientifically. There are ways that they can prove it.
No,
it's like when a lady accuses a man, right, of molestation, sexual molestation. And then they'll say, okay, most of the time, especially abroad, I don't believe in that anyway. Personally, I don't believe that once a lady accuses, anybody, or if vice versa, if anyone accuses another person of sexual molestation, that you should just believe them. I think in cases like that, they should be proved. And in this case, one of the first ways that they follow up these cases, number one, they'll try to figure out, did she submit an RAP kit, right? Immediately the thing happened. If she did not, they may question it and all of that. But that is one of the first ways, right, that they want to confirm whether this thing really happened. They want to have some scientific proof, right, by the person submitting themselves, if they went ahead and did that they took that kid and blah blah blah. It's the same thing like in this man's case. Can you just submit yourself for paternity and we can clear this up? It's that simple.
Exactly. Especially as he has agreed that yes, I slept with her. So he should submit himself.
It's not that hard. If he's serious about clearing himself, if he doesn't just want to use his power that, oh, he's Oba, he's Bale, he's this, that, he has power. He's connected to number 1, number 0, number, zero. He's not a hero, I beg. That one has 0. Minus even. Giving him 0 is too much of a credit. That one a minus. He's connected to that. Then we should just take it like that. For what? From where to where? In 2025. When there are many ways that you can prove his innocence. He's minus. He's not 0. It's minus. In fact, minus infinity. Mm-hmm. Go on, no. I just wanted to chip in my 2 cents on what.
No, let's just do our submission and we round up for tonight. Okay, let's see what you're missing before we do our submission. Okay.
No matter who the person is, because money must throw into this battle. Money must throw in. Try go láti December 3rd. On lè ṣe pé mi sunu lé mi. Mo ṣe sùn fẹ́ tó mọ̀. Ni mo ye bodyguard tí mo kó kiri. Bóyá undercover tó tẹ̀lé mi. Àwọn tá náwó sí nìyẹn. La fi lè jáde level yìí. Kò ṣe pé bóyá gbogbo tẹ̀lé mi àbí àwọn try láti attack mi láti jọjọ́ yìí. Kò sí reason fún mi láti move. Ni mo ṣe fèsì ẹ̀ lọ. Mo ń yẹra nígbà tí ẹ kì í yẹra. Òun lè ṣe rí pé fún mi kan pàdánù góráàsì yẹn fi sọ pé Yomi yẹn ń lògùn ládùúgbò wọn táwọn ti sà sí àwọn nǹkan táwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ fún wọn gbé oríṣiríṣi ọwọ́ King White yẹn tẹ́tì mi ìyá Mohbad tẹ́tì mi bàbá Mohbad tẹ́tì mi àdúrà tẹ́tì mi Wùmí tẹ́tì mi ìyẹn tún bọ́ sórí TV ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pọ̀ oríkì mi ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń parọ́ mọ́ mi èmi block òun èmi hate òun èmi misogynistic èmi kìnnì kọ̀ọ̀kan àwọn widow tí ọ̀gbọ́n lọ́wọ́ sign petition ọ̀rọ̀ kan ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ petition orí burúkú tó láwọn sign tí wọ́n retí káwọn NGO yẹn tẹ̀ kọ́ tẹ̀ tẹ̀lé sínú káwọn yẹn náà lè jẹ gbèsè ṣe ń gẹ̀ẹ́sì rí ṣe rí gbúrú ẹ̀ wọ́n ní Wùmí kan kìnnì kan sí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ kan ṣe gbọ́ wọn kan tó ló wá sọ wípé ọ̀fẹ́ kó bára ẹ̀ nígbà tí a bá ti wọ́wọ́ yọ̀ ní wo nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ wọ̀ òun náà wá tọwọ́ bọ̀ ó ti wà nù kéésì pẹ̀lú ẹnìyẹn so ó bá ti sọ di defendant á ṣàpúfù ráìdá rẹ̀ á dẹ̀ tọwọ́ bọ̀ ẹjẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ àgífọ́ ọ̀dà ilé táwọn bàbá yẹn ń tàn yìí tó yẹ kó ti gba ọ̀dà kọ́ lọ ṣe fún CCTV kí ló stop ní corona inquest wípé wọ́n ní CCTV iṣẹ́ kò ṣiṣẹ́ o my lord ẹ fún wa nọ́dà kọ́ fún wa ní details Mohbad kọ́kọ́ kí n lọ sí iCloud Apple tó yẹ kó ti ṣe láti ìgbà yẹn ṣé wọ́n lọ gbọ́dọ̀ yẹn wọ́n lọ́bẹ̀ báwa corona àbí tẹ́lẹ̀ pé mo tètè já sí láti ilẹ̀ ni mo ti gbé lọ́ọ̀yà tí mo wọlé tí mo ṣe màá ti lọ gbọ́dọ̀ yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́la máa ṣe tó máa pé mo fi ọlọ́run àbúrà gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa pé. Gbogbo nǹkan lọ ti try lọ ti jù sọ́dọ̀ wa and we still here we still fighting. Ẹni pé wọ́n sì wọ̀n ní activity.
Activity o kí wọ́n tún gbé kiri nísìnyí tí mo rí lálẹ́ àná wọ́n tún gbé nékẹ́ẹ̀dì kíní jáde.
Wọ́n ráwọn ọmú yẹn ọlọ́run gbólú ẹ̀ náà ní Jésù.
What I want to say is this.
No.
Wait. Yeah, I will come back to you. Can you help us? With this crusade? This crusade that the accountability, the Bukky Jesse, can you help the public to keep on the advocacy? Because These who are bullying people, they've killed people. I love what you are doing. Can you help us? I personally am loving it, what you are doing. So that you will not relent. You will not relent.
Okay, yes, I think it is necessary. Eric, you said something. You said something very important, Eric. You said something very, very important. Okay, I don't know whether you remember. Maybe you have forgotten. You said something very important that I should thank everybody. Do you remember?
Thank you very
everything. Soon. And that, I don't want to forget that. I don't want to forget that. Before they go sleep, you were talking about some of them are with their husband, they're about to sleep, they're about to go now. Yeah. Let me just appreciate them. So that one, I hold that daily, and I want to quickly, appreciate everybody. Give me 1 minute. Very clear.
I'm telling you the truth tonight. So people are going to play me. Most of people pretend.
All right, so let me just make it a quick one, okay? So, I myself, okay, I understand this just now, okay? But before I even say anything, I would want to say thank you to some few individuals, in fact, to everybody, okay? Thank you to everybody who have celebrated with me this, today, my birthday, who has wished me the best, all the best wishes in the world, who has given it to me, even though I know myself, I don't think that I can meet up to all of those nice things that were said about me. I'm gonna work on myself. I hope I get better to even become, better as people have, as wished. I want to also say that now I can understand when they say, like maybe ignorance or maybe they say obedience is better than sacrifice. And I want to tell every young boys, out there, like when your mama always tell you to do this, do that, at home, your parents, please listen to them, all right? Because maybe I'm just one of those stubborn kids who don't like to listen, all right? And I got to learn the hard way. They got to, I deal with so many people, if I have to talk about this, and sometimes those trauma, I think about those things, and I only see that they only mean well, at the end of the day, look at it today now. When people are saying nice things about you, you're happy. It's looking well, right? But when you are being guided, when you are being told to do those things, don't get mad. Don't think people hate you. They only want a better version of you. And I will tell you, whether you like it or not, okay? There are so many individuals who have come in with love, with truth, with transparency on this platform, okay? No matter, irrespective of whatever, the outcome it is today, we respect their position, their presence on this platform. People like aristocrat, okay? You cannot do it with aristocrat anytime. Aristocrat has really instilled so many knowledge, so many, information into people, and dispassionately. And I think that footstep is something which myself at some point I saw, and in this case, people will suspect you. The moment you try to speak dispassionately, you don't fall for one group or the other. People start thinking that you are not for justice. If they're all dragging Obalegushe, if you don't drag Obalegushe like them, they will say you're not for justice. Whoever they are fighting, if you don't fight with a person, they will say you're not for justice. Who are these people who are making this definition? What do they know? What are they up to? And I want to say this, right? Guys, let's not allow anybody to use this platform to drag Yomi Fabi. Okay, because I really feel so bad too. Because after yesterday's conversation, where we come to understand that there's an agenda to hate Yomi. There is an agenda to hate Yomi. Okay, let's not let that happen. You may not agree with whatever you do. Please wait. Eric, please, I beg you, okay? Even me, myself, if I'm trying to make mistake, please, guys, we have to watch each other. We have to guide each other, okay? You can correct me. Correcting me, if I can take correction from my parents at home, from my masters, okay, where I learn apprenticeship, they want me better. Correction make people better. Never look anybody as a god, okay? If we correct each other, we'll all get better, right? Anybody who stop taking correction, they stop getting better. That's one thing that I've learned in my life. You humble yourself, you learn, and when you have the knowledge is power. You cannot become, you may be praised, you may be anything, but when you have to get knowledge, when people correct you, when they talk to you, listening is very, very important. There's benefit when you listen. So please, let's not allow anybody to use our Justice for Mohbad platform to drag a person of Yomi family. You understand? Everybody can fall, you can fall into the trending. I remember when Obalegbushi was being dragged at the time. Everybody will just be doing it. You won't even know why people are doing whatever they are doing. But who are these people who are waking up, who are cooking information and start pushing it out? The same way some people, they wake up with Yomi slogans. There's an agenda to hate Yomi, right? Yomi has really done so well in Just Mohbad, all right? He has really done so well. He sacrificed himself. Like, if Just Mohbad was very, very terrible, like, the people truly were coming after people and targeting people, Yomi would have been subjected into any of those attacks, all right? And it wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny. We won't be here sitting down and be talking about all of these things. So please, let us respect that. No matter what Yomi do, I think, even if we don't agree with him, there should be a point of love. You should be corrected at the point of love. And what I'm saying right now, it doesn't mean myself, I cannot do a mistake. But let's be guided, okay? Whenever anybody is trying to go astray, let us call them back into place. Because the moment you allow what is not good to take place, it will spread until it will get to you. All right? If someone is doing so well, and you are part of them bashing them, the day you too will do so well, people will come fight to bash you. All right? So let us all time, one thing that we have learned in Just Mohbad is to be independent, to use our own mind, because as an adult, you have to be responsible for everything that you do, that you allow yourself into. It's not easy, it's not an easy task. I was even thinking growing, okay, those days when I was thinking if it's an easy task. It's not an easy task. There are so many decisions you have to make yourself. You have to live your own life. There are times people teach you, people guide you, but at some point in time, you have to be a master of your life. You have to make decisions that will determine however your life will become. It's very, very important, okay? So that is for that. And for those of you who have celebrated me today, I want to say thank you so much for making me very, very important. Like as I said, I hope that I start to upgrade myself and become, one of these persons who can live this better, life, and who can represent very well like everybody has been wishing. People say good things sometimes. It doesn't mean we all live up to that. Everybody still have their reservation, irrespective of whatsoever. I'm not the best man out there. Okay, I hope I become better from what everybody has said, because they spoke from the standpoint of love, right? I know nobody will come out here and be talking about my negativity. That doesn't mean that I don't have negativity, okay? I mean, I can be annoying at some time. And one of my best birthday, if I remember, I think it was a couple of years when I was in Futa, okay, in Akure there, when a guy came out, and I never forget that, right? We were saying that, okay, just say anything about this person, right? And the guy came out and he said, he called my name, not Papariano, he called my name and said, like Papariano, that, it can be very annoying, very, 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 very annoying. But at the same time, he's just still good, right? He's still a good person, because like after classes, he still want to gather all of us and teach us things teacher didn't explain very well. He still want to do it very well. But sometime in class, whenever he's there, we can't learn. Because whenever teacher asks questions, or whatever, when teacher says, do you guys understand? He will be the first to say, I understand. And when anybody say I understand, teacher will move on. We assume everybody understand. So, like, hey, man, you got to be coming down. You're not the only one. Everything is not about you. So, he said the things there. I've been, and imagine, many years ago, and I'm still remembering those things. It's because I have to. It touches me. People should just learn, okay? Don't take offense from people every time, because they will not be with you forever. The only time that they are with you, you can use them positively. You can learn something from them, which will later help you somewhere else one day when you'll be in need, all right? So to all of you who have celebrated with me, I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very happy. I'm not somebody who most times who dwell on celebrations. I like to celebrate other people, okay? But to celebrate me, I don't fancy myself, because I like to do the working, okay? I don't like relaxing and getting celebrated. It's not the thing that I usually do, but I can celebrate others. I can make things happen for other people. But for myself, it's not the kind of thing that I like doing. But if I want to celebrate my own self by myself, not others celebrating me, I can celebrate others. But myself, I can be on my closet, go, like last year, I didn't celebrate my birthday, right? Because of the chaos that was on TikTok. I didn't want to, add to it, okay, like rejoicing when there's something crucial, everybody's, fighting over themselves. I didn't want to do that, so I respected myself. I took myself away from TikTok. So, also, one and foremost, another thing I will say is this, right? Another beautiful thing I learned in this just from Mohbad is this, not just from Mohbad, because as somebody, I came from Yule, I don't know how many of you knows that, okay, the polygamous family, there's always fighting, you know, wife, woman, this kind of stuff. I'm already going to my own life story, but I'm going to be careful because of those recording me. They want to have some points, to gangs. No problem, I got you, right? I'm not talking about it, I can always address it anytime, any day. Okay, having said that, all right, I exhibit many skills, and I don't know Mr. Toko, I don't know how much vigilant he is. He can see some of those tricks, like he said. I hope he can see it. I exhibit some tricks, right? Because people say many things about me, I don't do it. Whatever anybody say about you, walk your mind that you are not what they say. You are what you do, what you curse to yourself. Ask yourself, whatever they are saying, did you do it? If you don't do it, clear your conscience, right? Let your work prove to people what you are. That's why I keep begging these kids most times. I say, please drag me. I say, book is a complete joy, they're dragging me. Drag me, I want to see what you can drag me off. Because I've checked myself, I don't see the shitty things I'm doing. I've checked myself, right? I don't see something that I'm doing that I will be saying I'm hiding from. That don't drag me. Drag me, the more you drag me, you make people want to know who I am. They will come to me. They will come in the window and they'll be watching. And I will do what I know how to do best. And some of them, I will win their heart. All of those people who don't like, maybe who hate me, most of them, they don't know me. If you come closer, they are human beings. They are human beings. And every human being have they have one point at which they start to understand. I will try to look for that point. Sometimes, some of them, they'll be stubborn in the beginning, but I know there are some points where they'll begin to understand, and I will take them to that point. I will put them in the situation. And when I put them there, their conscience will kick. When their conscience kick, they will run away. That's why, again, I'm not proud. I'm not like maybe saying this out of pride, okay? But I think the Wumi team, Baba team, maybe the neutral, just Mohbad team today, they all start from this platform. There was nothing like Baba team before. There was nothing like Wumi team. It was on this platform we start talking about women supporting women. All right? That what if we have, as all of us, we are on one ground, on one chapter. What if we have some people on the opposite who are also countering us, just for us to have a balanced knowledge? In the beginning, because I remember when I joined us from Mohbad, we do so many philosophies. You know, me and all of these Pan-Africanist guys, all these religious guys, like, we do so many debating. And it's always beautiful when you hear two sides of things. You become safe. You know where you want to belong. You don't want someone to play on your intelligence, right? So I before I came to Just Mohbad, I already have that orientation. Like, okay, we have to establish a ground. We have to know where we agree upon, and we have to know where we disagree. And where we disagree, we have to see whether we can try to agree on those things, or we can expand what we agree. The things that we agree on, we can be talking about it most of the time, so that we can have some union, you know, we can have some association. While those areas we disagree upon, then we will let investigation or evidence, you know, proofs, whatever that is better. So all of these techniques, I brought it with me, and I was applying this in the beginning, and people, you know, so many hosts that you see that later became people like all those King Whites that, you know, maybe them West to Arifa and others and co. Like all of them, they watch these things, they watch me doing these things, right? And they were impressed. And suddenly they speak, they disagree, then they host their own platform. And I even make them understand, like, if you don't like the way I do it, okay, let me teach you how to go live. So that when you start going live, and I'm going live, you can understand the sacrifice I'm making. Anybody who is a host, they know what's up. Sure, you get. Before even Just Mohbad, I was a TikToker. I know what it means for you to even be speaking and for your voice to be heard. For you to, like those days when we were hustling for viewers, for followers, for gifters. Like, we really worked so hard those days. Like, I remember, is it 2019 or 2018, those days, when we have 2, 3, 4, 5 viewers, begging people, everybody that come to the live stream, hello, thanks for
Yeah, regarding. Anybody want contribute? I beg regarding me could regarding.
I like what Superior said because when you look at this life, nobody has it all and nobody knows it all.
Exactly.
So there's nobody that cannot make mistake. So and it's good to also share when you know something. Share it, teach people. The reason why all our traditional medicine, herbal medicine, why we can't find those good ones that our old ancestors used in treating themselves and they lived long.
Yeah.
Is because there was no tradition of passing down what you know.
Yeah.
So most great talents just got wasted. So with one good thing I like about what the school students told him that even after we have fought in class, after you have cursed everybody, you still come and gather us and teach us. So that was a very good, good point that I really picked out.
Yeah.
That any normal human being that wants a society to be good, our youth, our younger ones, the children, they need to learn these things. Self-centeredness cannot make a society good. Oh, it's not my brother, it's not my sister, so I'm not going to fight for the justice. That will not make our society good.
Exactly.
So many people that joined this justice for Mohbad, they have since backed out. Some of them, they took bribe and they backed out.
Yeah.
But here you are, Ada. You are still coming out every day, every time, still hoping and believing that, yes, we will get justice. It is only the Holy Spirit that does that for any human being. I tell anybody, if you don't have conscience, know that you don't have the Holy Spirit.
That's it.
The Holy Spirit is what gives us conscience. I thank Papa Riano. Thank you.
Happy birthday to him once again.
Happy birthday to him.
Exactly.
I already wish him happy birthday.
Okay.
Papa Riano, when you are truthful, look at all of them now that went to take bribe and went all over the place. They are coming to give confession, make open confession.
Exactly.
But he stood in one place. Whether you like him or you don't
like him,
or
that is your business.
He stood in one place.
What you need is justice, and that's it.
Yeah. Standing steadfast.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Are you done, Grandma? Let me
I'm done.
My 5 cents. What I want to say, I don't know him. I've never been on his platform. I only listen to him like when they play it. Happy birthday. What I see from him is consistency, as somebody who is consistent and who sticks to his values. And it's why I want to talk about this value system is because the biggest problem we have as a society at large, and even particularly Nigeria, is that the value system in Nigeria is bosh. You understand? People are very unstable, and they are more likely to side with the popular voice or the famous voice or the beautiful face voice, the voice of the beautiful face rather. You understand?
Yeah.
With him, he was consistent. He stood, like it or not, he stood on the principle. He has a certain principle. For those who know me, I don't know him, but what I'm getting, even from what Grandma is saying, right, and even from what he said, is that he has his principles, and he did not waver one way or the other. Whether the majority of the crowd found itself on one side, you understand, it did not necessarily budge his opinion until such a time as he felt that he was convicted maybe to change his opinion. He never changed his opinion based on popular belief. And this is my biggest trouble with Justice for Mohbad and the so-called proponents of Justice for Mohbad, right? Or some of them. It always seems like it has been a popularity contest until when it is not. You understand?
Yeah.
You are a superstar until when it's not. Whenever now evidence is against you, you now move your opinion, and then you want to sway the crowd. You understand? Using flimsy excuses. I don't like that. I can respect him for his values. Agree or disagree with him, I can respect him for his values and his conviction. And I'm happy that he was consistent on his values, regardless of what the majority said. Lots of people, you understand, and they would justify it by saying, "Oh, I'm not going to, because somebody did not, it's not my enemy. I did not have a personal beef with you or whatever." No, with justice for Mohbad, the core value that should be driving all of us, right, is that somebody pied. There is still a pied body, and we are trying to find out who pied that person. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I will never find myself in a position where I will side with anybody that may be involved in the crime of Mohbad, or anybody that tries to justify it. See, if you toast to Wunmi, celebrate Wunmi, make excuses for Wunmi being the prime suspect, and I'm just using the case of Wunmi, not because I cannot talk about the other people, the Baba Mohbad and the rest of them, but because to me she remains the prime suspect in this whole fiasco. And so anybody that would side with her, whether it is a celebrity, whether it's the lawyer, for the lawyers, they have their job to do. They are just doing their job. But don't tell me, I don't have a problem with lawyers doing their job. Even a buyer has to get some legal backing. But that same lawyer should not come and claim to me that they are an activist and that they are fighting for human rights. You understand? To me, that's an oxymoron. It doesn't work like that. If you're a defense attorney, tell me you're a defense attorney. I can respect you for that, even if you're defending a criminal. That's your job. You're doing your job. Don't tell me that you're a defense attorney or that you're a human rights activist and you're clearly siding with the fire. That I will never agree with. That's where my problem comes with the people like Falanos. You understand? Because they want me to believe that they have this value for humanity when they don't have that. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to praise the lives of Falanos, no, don't tell me that maybe you admire him for his record, if you believe that he has any, but not because he has been fighting for human rights when he's clearly backing up a fire, or you're siding people like Iyabo. You understand? You're praising them when clearly she's at the very minimum. At the very minimum, this woman has derailed the public when it comes to justice for Mohbad, has lied to the public, and is shielding a prime suspect. And you want me to believe that it's because you don't have any beef with this woman, so that's why you're praising her. No, that shows me that you're a person that does not have any values whatsoever. So I say all of that to say, Paparano, I can respect you for your values, that you stick to your values, and that's fine. What I don't like is people who are unstable and they are trying to convince us that, they are these role models or whatever, and that, they're not going to be bashing people just because others have. No, your values are not consistent. You understand? There are lots of people in Justice for Mohbad that they have not shown consistent values through and through, and they want us to believe that they are for justice. I don't believe that. Not for 1 second. I don't know if my submission was clear.
Yeah, it's true. People that cannot be straightforward. They are neither here or there nor there.
On point, my darling, because actually, it's like you said what I want to say. So I don't know what I want to say now anymore. Exactly things I wanted to just close this show with is what you have said. So, and I also want to thank him for realizing something. He said something because that has made me to I just avoided him. I don't go to his platform. I can just pass through and just get out. But he said it today, and I'm happy he realized it, because not only does he do that with Yomi, with one mouth you say you support somebody, with another mouth you still be condemning the person. You don't do that. He was also doing it with us, San Bankole and Smith, before he changed lately. With one mouth you say, this San Bankole and Smith is this, is good, is that. Another mouth you say, this, that. So I just said things I was about to say.
Yeah.
And I'm happy he realized it tonight by saying that there is the propaganda going on. There is all this rubbish going on for people to hate Yomi because they know that Yomi is so close to unfolding some certain things, and which is the truth. I am happy he said that. So people should stop. Nobody should go against Yomi. I'm happy she said that. Because at one time, he was doing that against us as far our son. He did it.
It's true. It's true.
He did it. And that was just knocked me off. The thing just got me all pissed off. But I remember there was a time Vicky was
the good thing about him, just 1 minute. The good thing about him, when he was doing that, we challenged him, and I would talk about Victoria for that. Victoria kept challenging him on that until he now went and he did his own investigation and saw that we were not just going for Bankola admit for nothing.
So that's why I said that. In one hand, I just looked at him. I won't lie. Do you know how I felt? I just felt his youthful exuberance. That's all. So I looked at him like a small boy. So I mean, how old is he? As a small boy, youthful exuberance, who when he says something, he calls people children, I laugh. I say, this one is a big baby. He's calling other people children, you know. But I'm happy for what he said tonight. He said some facts even about himself, like Big Sis, he just said, you know. So happy birthday anyway. Happy birthday to you.
Justice for Mohbad, guys. Happy birthday to him.
Justice for Mohbad.
I hope he will change. Papa Yano is like that. He's not going to change. He's just joking. Sometimes he head will correct. Sometimes he head no will correct. It's normal.
Exactly.
And I say it just be. It be like Irish weather. It's like Irish weather. He head go correct. So that he go come back, go think and wait. So that he go say sorry. So that he go apologize. So that he go start. Anyways, all justice for Mohbad. One thing I like about him is that coming out every day, talking about it, no make people to forget. People want to, I'm tired. I want to take it. He's not taking a break. He's not tired. He's still talking about it. And our journalists, our police, governor, our president, even Obagushi, those people that buy Mohbad anyway, they don't like us that keep on talking about justice. Are you guys not tired? Are you people still fighting for justice? Do you think you are going to get justice? Yes, so we will get justice. We are not going to be tired until we get justice. You people must give us justice. There's one word Susan used to say: if we cannot get the big fish, give us the small fish. Yes, she used to say that. Yeah, if we cannot get the big fish, give us the small fish. Those small ones inside the house, arrest them. Even the small fish they are not giving us now, my sister.
No, that's them. We'll catch them. Those small fish, we'll catch them.
We'll catch them because they're not going to give us.
We'll catch them. Those small fish that they swim, go to the area where the big fish, they make us swim.
No, you go me they even catch. If they catch those small fish come off for road, they'll stop buying people.
They want to give you the nurse and what's his name?
Spend it. It's not enough for us. No, it's not enough.
I don't agree.
We're not agree. See, what we go do for this case? It will surprise everybody. What we go do for this case? It will surprise everybody. Lie, we not agree for spending and us. I not say they go talk say we don't start again, but we not agree. Spending and us, we not agree. Check more. There's more in that house. They go say I say they don't start again. Make una check more people in that house that buy Mohbad. It's not just spending and us. Somebody else is still there. Fish the person out, my friend. We not agree. Yeah, we need more small fish, not just that too. Thank you very much, everybody. Justice for Mohbad, guys. I can't. Anybody want to do another submission before we leave?
Auntie, you people want to negotiate justice with these people. Me, I'm not negotiating. I want everybody.
Can you meet grandma?
Justice for me is non-negotiable. This one where they say big fish, small fish. I know they there. We want the real culprits. You understand? The real culprit.
Yeah, the real culprit is the people that was in the house. No, we are not negotiating with them, but the real culprit is the people that is in the house. 24 hours, 12 hours before it's by. Not somebody that was in America or in Dubai that day. That will bring his ticket. I was not around. Let's catch that people first inside that house. The 15 people. That's what I'm trying to say, Candy. Justice for Mohbad, guys. We'll sue everybody tomorrow. Good night, guys. God bless you all. We love you all. Justice for Mohbad. Grandma background, eh? Grandma does not know how to mute.